saying I'm a Gen 1er. Funny, cause ain't no Gen has ever been funner. The best colors, red and blue, the best covers, best starters, best stutters, best megas, best numbers. The single digits get the party started. My party's heartless, your party's garbage. Can pick the parts and try the carcass. My bar's the hardest, like Tara's artist. Compared to every other fire starter you could ever think to start with. Don't need to park it, these other gens are weak for sure. They'll never ever be elite enough to beat the four. They try to beef with my trio, they'll meet my Venusaur. Hit them with that solar beam, then I make them eat the floor. They'll need support, they'll probably have to ask Troy. Hey, can you heal our balls? We made a bad choice. You knew that ass would get handed, you lose the trash that I'm bagging. I'll shoot your ass with the cannons, now meet my Blastoise.
Stepped out in some gators for the drip, that's that water. And I'm full of holes like Crocs, I'm your falter. I alter your face, boy, you know my style. Dumb to talk with a big jaw like Totodile. Easy target, try to play me. Hit you hard by your chikorita, and you gon' see your Bailey rolling and I'm making big green. Meganium, the sweet smell coming off the flower be the craziest. A lot of y'all speak heat, but mine smoke and shoot. I send big fire back like top flosion. I'm coasting big chopper, everything I spit proper. Every word coming out the motherfucking quill lava. You shorty got low evasion, she ain't hard to hit. She want a journey, I show her these balls as a starter kit. On stream, make a stream while you quiver, cause you watching from a window like silver, nickel.
Yeah. If you messin' with gang, liable to get gone. Switch lane, speed boost when my fire kicks on. We might leave you in the mud. Clips get drawn, big stick, big arms. Make a stone in my palm. Cause I'm torrent, way too much tree in my stash. I'm a Florence, 151 my dash. I'm a fire, big tree. Yo shit weak like floor jazz. I don't need fly, kick high, I'm sorry. Watch my tone and watch how I'm stepping. So much drip, but I'm grinding while I'm flexing. Guess that means that all that electric won't even bleed a drop out my message. Where I stay, FL like hell, get hot, but the weather too wild. Big step, march time, when I pick, step tile. Watch him leave when he drop. Couple leaves like blades, leave him cleave when we crop. Damn.
Fourth gen out of Sino. Y'all wanna copy the style, but wasn't ditto. Shell to his back, I ain't talking armadillo. If I ever black, I turn this dame to a widow. Turd wig, leave you in a dirt kid with your wig in the earth, split out of service in your era. Torterra, brought more terror when I'm on terror. You're not earth, you not better. Chimp char, I believe you chump shard. You ain't coming with that flame, then you getting outbarred. I go 8 with the flame, no an 8 in the game. No, it's fire off top, what I think is insane. You can't ride my wave. I be the nicest, king of the ocean. My crown be a Triton. Yeah, I see your girl think I'm cute with it. She can slide, catch your vibes, and just juice with it.
Okay, I'm ballin' like a pig night. Every bar is gas too heated. Believe it, I'm going ham, you beefin'. It's gon' end up in a fist fight. Another firefighter, but slightly brighter. My Stevie's tired of all these liars that ain't superior to this guy. I show what are you doing? These Gen 5 starters go stupid. The rest of y'all ain't get the invite. So when I move with a crew, don't get mad. You can't do what I do. Look, check it out. First off, I'm a boss and I mean that. Hammer arm in the glove where I keep that. No belts in the whip, but I beat straps. So you better buckle up now for that heat crash. I'm a samurai. Hoes give me dome when I fold you a goldfish. A bowl in a home to the goats, we the code. It's the beast and it's over. You don't want none with the 3 from you Nova.
Bonjour, hello, whoever's keeping score. Get the kids who came from Mr. Sycamore. Couldn't be sicker more. Whether it's a knight, a magician, or ninja, you're getting deep 6 by that team screaming, this is war. Meddling with ultimate weapons, folks are surrendering the French ways. Can't defend you, can against the Fennekin, you best pray. 3D phase, making 4D plays in this game like a chess pin. Checkmate. Lick spitting like a greninja with the swiftness. Coming in quick with this ninjutsu, making a princess want to kiss this. Kicking it with that ass guy. You don't need to ask why. My brazen axe are a thorn in your backside. Chestnut, I'll tear your spine with this type of power. Del Fox, your ears will light like a fire flower. By the side of body, mind, heart, fighting side dark. Rising higher than the Eiffel Tower in your final hour.
Aloha to the Alola. Water on my body, no Primarina folda. Nigga, leave him leaning, the chopper hit like a lariat. Cleave him and send a roar. Keep the heater on my waistband. Spinning through his block, I'm finna turn it to a wasteland. He thicker than a spray tan. My rifle got the long reach. I take him in a ghost and he floating like a Rabombi. Put a dot up on his face and he bluer than a Briambi. All me, hey. And I'm stacking all my star chips. Green on my mind, got me feeling like a Dartrix. I've been on the way for a minute, I ain't stopping till I'm finished. Ice beaming on my wrist from the Arctic. Hey, this is Cypher, don't be asking where the chorus at. I've been evolving the fire, feel like a tour cat. And I've been eyeing the throne, yeah, where Horus at. Yeah, I got my head up where the sword at.
I mean, disrupt the scene, construct your team, choose between a bunch of beasts enough to beat any mon in this blood spot of rock, paper, scissors. Pick an overgrown ape that can stick to the rhythm, a rampant rabbit that can kick through your innards, or a smug new to vote from a depressed lizard out in Galar. Can't catch 'em all anymore, gotta catch off. Find me in the watertight gym where the gal are. Time to act, call it Dynamax in the race, balls in the face and she fine with that. Tap that drum like a Rillaboom playing. Intellion fingers get the waterworks spraying. Gen 8 tell 'em we set the pace when I step
in the gym, make them respect the game. These speedy-eyed brothers can't compete when I pop off. My starters will end, yeah, so you better hop off.
This, that, mascot rap. My dogs, we rats that blast off cats. That backpack that y'all play the game for. Fuck a starter, now this the main course. The man adapts, the stats meets, the team needs the type to please. I be nice as leaf green. Step into the Coliseum, all you see's me. Never gonna fall, you won't receive these EVs, y'all. Need to level up to above the flow while I'm bowing on the spot, dripping in the stones. Let's go, pull up on the foe. You don't want the damage. If you try to touch me, I'ma paralyze you from the static. I'm an addict when it comes to fire flare on. Got the heat winning the league like the name's LeBron. Right, you, they just riding on the wave. He's on the face, on the box. Fuck your favorite morning, that's that.
Welcome back, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? Let me turn that off. All right. Yeah, I figured I'd play one that everybody liked. Because I don't know how this stream is gonna turn out tonight. I invited somebody on to. I invited somebody on tonight, and whenever pay attention, whenever they pop into the Discord, I'll drag them in. I don't get what's up with Sen. You know, he's like he messages me privately while I'm streaming, and only pops up into the stream chat. It's like, what the. Wait, what happened tonight? Rx and Aiden had a blood sport match. Holy shit. I'm pretty interested in seeing about that. Zombie Fox, think you're gonna disagree with me? Well then, fuck you, sir! Nah, I don't really care, dude. Like, if you honestly disagree with me, just explain it, and we can, like, talk and shit. And if we don't see eye to eye, I don't think that's a big deal. But I'm curious what point you'll disagree on. But I need to get... Thing about Twitter that sucks, and I want to be fair to everybody here, is because it limits how much you can actually put into a tweet. You know, I've had times where I'm like trying to make a point, and I'm like, it's not a simple thought, right? So you know, it sucks because there's more nuance to certain situations that you can't really fucking get out in the limited space of a tweet. And I know you can do like threads and everything, but I generally don't like to. And there have been times where I've like, someone actually like called me out because I was like tweeting about something, and they're like, "You maxed it out," because I was like editing it to like perfectly fit it to get my fucking point across. It sucks though. Fucking Twitter is terrible. Zuikara, I disagree with you, Crow. Talking Ben is cool. Who's Talking Ben? Devin, it was... When you say it was awful, like... Devin, I'm curious. When you say it's awful, what exactly was awful? Right? Because that... Here, Doc on the right. But what exactly was awful? I don't get it. I mean, this is all I see. I saw the what is it, the Grimsy thing. I didn't see anything with. Oh, thank you, Devin. I appreciate that. You really like Cam Steady? Yeah, I like Cam Steady. The thing is, like, nobody in my audience listens to this shit, so it's fun to play the videos, and some people actually tune into it.
Crow,
it's cool.
what are you pulling up right now? What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm just I got a bunch of shit pulled up actually.
So what they're talking about with the doc thing, yeah, I mean, I plan to go over it because it's just so funny, like, in a sense.
I don't
like,
even see it. Like,
yeah, I don't know if it's unlisted. I don't know if he's going to private it. I don't know if it's processing. So hopefully, he doesn't take it down.
Happen?
I mean, like 20 minutes ago, I think.
Oh, huh.
But it was basically like a TLDR. This whole thing is like, it was like a debate, I guess, or blood sports thing between Larix and Aiden. And then like, so it ended up coming to the like the lolly thing, that the lolly is the lyrics likes on his timeline, or has liked on his timeline. And it's just like it went off the deep end from there. I don't think Lyrics is a pedophile, but those are like lolly images, right? And you know how commentary makes a big deal about it.
Like fucking go for his third on it.
Well, not really. He was being really charitable. He was being very charitable to him, right?
Yeah.
So he was being very charitable to him about the whole thing. But then like Diorio and Connor, which is like the most bizarre combination of people that would defend Lyrics, they come in and they just completely like, again, I don't like using this word because it's really stupid, but like they come in and they gaslight Aiden basically, and they're like basically tripping him up, shifting the goalpost multiple times, laughing at him and shit. It was just damage control for Lyrics. Like, let's be real. I'm not trying to slight Lyrics or anything. But yeah, it was blatant damage control. Like, especially because of fucking Diorio's weird ass stances on certain things. You would think he would be a little more consistent, but he wasn't, and neither was Connor, for that matter. So I think it's very interesting that weird combination decided to go in and fucking defend Lyrics' likes and do everything they can. Like, I kind of felt bad for Aiden because I'm like, you have a good point. It's just you're being ganged up on, like 3-on-1, and it's so funny that this 17-year-old kid right there, right? He's got you on the ropes so much that you're like frantically trying everything to like block from the point. Like, you know, it's so fun. And Doc, I mean, no disrespect to Doc, but he is a terrible moderator. Like, he's letting like blatantly like three people gang up on Aiden.
Friends with like all of these people, so he's not going to put a stop to any of it.
I think Doc is pretty.
Take a side.
I think, yeah. I think, and they were also taking advantage of that because, like, realistically, you can't drive a point like that into Lyric's home without it affecting the friend group, kind of.
Yeah.
Right.
Look, I really don't give a shit about their fucking friend group.
I don't. For the matter, I don't either. Which is why it's perfect for like. People that aren't in that group.
I agree with what you said. I don't think he's a pedophile or anything, but at the same time, look, I'm not comfortable with it.
Isn't that what Smaggle did to Grimsy? I mean, Smaggle tried, but he's a fucking retard and he's annoying, so I was able to shut him up.
Like, I just want to be clear. I'm just not comfortable with it, okay? Like, I don't want to take, like, this major moral fucking stance against fucking Lolicon. I'm just not fucking comfortable with it. If they suddenly are, that's fucking
but that's why we got people like your what do you call it? No, we got people like, what do you call it? That's like the main detractor thing is like that your brother and Ross mainly, they come in with that shit all the time, but it's like, I mean, does it even matter when you got like the two biggest supposed Lolicon pedophile haters, Connor and Nick, defending, you know, Lyrics' likes and trying everything in their power to make Aiden look dumb so that he can't point out the coherent, you know, like make the point, right? You can't point it out.
Look, if it's a debate, it's 1-on-1. The moment you have two other people enter and start throwing in their fucking shit, it's done. The other guy's lost as far as I'm concerned. You need two other people to help you fight a fucking battle. You fucking lost. If the other guys feel good about ganging up on fucking Aiden, look, man, at the end of the day, I don't think many people are comfortable with it. Right?
Well, I know the commentary guys aren't.
Well,
They're supposedly aren't.
Apparently they are. Like, that's my problem, right? They're not fucking consistent because it's not about the act; it's about who's fucking doing it, right?
Yeah,
like,
true.
Look, let's be honest. Let's be honest, right? If I, right, was like streaming and you guys saw like a ton of fucking Lolicon on my desktop, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I would get blasted by everybody, right? No joke.
Of course.
Completely fucking blasted. No explanation. No. Oh, fucking Crow. Can you is there a reason why you have this shit?
They would add more buzzwords to it. They would add buzzwords like extreme, hardcore lolly or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, right.
Like, that's what they do all the time. It's funny.
Dude, holy shit.
Like Ross and that company.
But then you have this Lyrics guy, and look, to be honest, I don't really know all that much about Lyrics. I just know that like the tipster thing where you had to like ask for permission was like, ugh. But realistically, I just don't know anything about him.
I don't
he's
don't have
popular.
an
I know
issue with
people
him.
like his videos. And to me, no, like, I'm not trying to be a dick.
Well, it's
but
the
like
funny
him
thing.
and Grimsy, I think they kind of.
The funny thing is that like, you know, aside from like Nick and Connor contradicting themselves and being hypocrites, and whatever the fuck they tried to do there, it's like there's like also this new narrative coming. Well, it's not a narrative; it's a new argument, kind of like a defense argument for Lolly. So now all of a sudden, Lolly has two meanings now. Right, because when you're bullying
right.
when you're bullying the popular kid, you got to come with like a defense for him. You know what I mean? It's so blatant. Like, I can't believe it's so blatant.
You know, like, here's the thing.
Here it is.
Most people aren't gonna be comfortable with it, right? And I just don't think that Aiden is the guy that you fucking hang up on to shut it down.
Well, that's
right?
what's so sad about it. It's like, this is big bad Diorio and big bad Connor, like, getting so like flustered over like Aiden bringing up like a decent point, you know?
Like, what was Aiden's point? Like, because here's the thing. For me, again, I don't think he's a pedo. It's just like, I think it's gross. I'm not comfortable with it. And also, you know, this guy is sharing it with his fucking community.
Here,
right?
yeah. I'm gonna send you a couple Aiden tweets while
Yeah. Like, my problem is it's being shared with his community too, because, you know, if you're following him on Twitter and he likes it, it pops up in your timeline, right? And there's, I'm just saying, like, that's a thing. So there's gonna be people.
Yeah, his timeline of minors. Yes, correct.
Yeah. So like, I think that's like wrong. And
once again, I want to
be clear. I'm not like moral nagging on this shit. I just think it's fucking gross.
I mean, they'll twist it into that anyway. They'll just twist it into that.
I know. They're
like, literally, you know what Augie's saying. You know that. Hold on. Let me finish this point. You know that fag Timmy or whatever. He literally went ahead and said, he basically said, "I don't care if I lie anymore." He's going mask off finally. Right, so I mean, that's good, I guess, but that's a prime example of the Augie RFC community. They're just not to be taken seriously in the grander scheme of things. And neither is Augie. He's shit. Like, he's garbage. Nick is better, but today with the lyrics thing, kind of sloppy. Especially because he was having a titty attack about, what was it, spooky weeb trash.
Titty attack.
Hey, he was having a titty. He's got massive jugs.
About Spooky?
Spooky, yeah. Remember? Do you remember this screenshot about him like crying about how he's like, "Oh, no, kind of weird, champ. You're liking underage images on my timeline. I gotta unfollow and shit." Right? So it's kind of weird that the guy that's like all about that kind of shit is like, "Oh, this is too much for me," is all of a sudden coming into Aiden being like, you know, I know that Lyrics has, you know, sexually depicted lollies on his timeline and you're pointing that out, but I'm going to focus on the fact that it's not about Lyrics and it's all about you, Aiden. You're an idiot for pointing this out.
Okay, all right. I want to read this. So Doc is, as an Asian, I learned a lot on that stream, but for real, I'm changing how blood sports on my channel work. No more spurgs or gay shit like what happened. And Aiden goes, there was nothing spurgy or gay about that. It was a genuine conversation, only became gay when you started dragging everyone in.
That's true. Legit true. I watched it. I was there. It was legit.
When Aiden and fucking Lyrics were going and doing their little debate or whatever, did Doc ask Aiden, "Hey, are you okay with these guys jumping in," or did he just
no? And Nick and Connor were just jumped in from what I remember.
Okay,
Nick isn't going to listen to anyone anyway.
But you know what? You're done. Like,
no, that's what I said. Doc is a bad moderator. Doc is objectively a bad moderator.
Like, you guys are just
no. I'm not going to say Doc is malicious. I'm going to say he's a bad moderator.
I'm not saying malicious. I'm saying he's fucking stupid.
I don't think Doc's stupid. I just think he's a bad moderator. I don't think he's stupid.
No, because here's the thing, right?
I think Smaggle's stupid. I don't think Doc's stupid.
No, I think Smaggle's like autistic or something.
Okay, so we got differing opinions on that. You don't like Doc, but you like Smaggle. I don't like Smaggle, but you like Doc. That's cool.
No, like honestly, you know, here's my problem with it, right? These two are having a fucking debate. You're moderating. And then you just randomly invite 2 people into the fucking call. And as 3 people are going in on one person, you're just like, what, standing around? And then after the fact, you go like, no more spurts or gay shit on my channel. Okay, so what, you're gonna ban yourself, you fucking idiot?
Well, it's Smaggle's fault, I think, that the lolly was even shown, because I think Doc might be mad that the lolly was posted, right? But it's like,
Okay,
how are
well,
you
why?
supposed?
Okay,
Because
then why are
it's
you
so
gonna like
stupid.
sit there and gas up fucking Lyrics and let 2 people jump into his fucking defense?
Lyrics was really
debate?
Lyrics
No,
was
hold
like
on,
being
hold
very
on.
passive about everything.
If Doc is sitting there fucking upset that Lolicon got shown, right? Lyrics,
I don't think it was like, I don't think it's over the
is
top.
sharing it over. Yeah, whatever, dude. Like, I get it. I do. I'm just saying, when Lyrics is liking this shit on Twitter, other people are fucking seeing it.
Of course, but like,
I
you
get
know,
it.
you're not.
I
I mean,
people aren't
that,
like okay with seeing that shit, right? Like,
I
at
mean,
the end
some
of the
people
day,
are okay. I mean, fucking Lyrics' audience is probably okay with that. But I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
saying
But you
that
know what I mean?
that you're not keeping the same energy, Augie. You're not keeping the same energy like you always do with everybody
I don't
else you want
expect him
to.
to. Like,
You know,
at this
like,
point, yeah, but at this point, I don't expect him to. Because it's not about the fucking act; it's about the person doing it, right?
yeah, it's about who you want to character attack. That's what I said.
So, like,
Augie's a
I just
LARPer.
don't. But that's the thing. I just don't care, right? Like, when they fucking make a statement about someone or something that fucking happened, when they take moral fucking stance on it, I'm like, yeah, look, man. Even if I agree with you, I also know that you're just like not an honest person. So, like, I wouldn't sit there and be on your side, right? Like, just generally, I fucking can't do it.
But like, that was the weirdest fucking worst display by Nick I've ever fucking seen. It was like Tommy. It was like Tommy. Like, he's an intelligent Tommy. That's what Nick is. But he came in there and he went full on Tommy. Like, all he did was like trip Aiden up by shifting the goalpost, and then he was trying to make him feel bad. And he was like, "So are you saying that Lyrics is a pedophile? Is that what you're trying to say?" It's like, Nick, you're a fucking idiot. Like, you are, Jesus, man. If you're not an idiot right now, you are fucking slime ball, man. Take a break. Go do a sit up or something.
You know, how's this, right? Let's not even argue. The next time Nick is streaming, go to fucking Lyrics' Twitter, go to his fucking likes, and have fun.
I mean, it's already bad enough that he's supporting, you know, his
pedophile.
Hold on. His pedophile defending friend Stardust.
It's
you know, his pedophile defending friend Stardust is all good, right? I mean, should I really be surprised that Nick is like, you know, getting sloppy? Nah, not really. It is what it is, man. Like,
I'm just saying, like, let's be real. If it's not that big of a deal, okay, and Lyrics doesn't like go through and like clean up his fucking Twitter account, because I'm sure he's already done that. But like, no joke, right? If it wasn't that big of a deal, we could just all go to his fucking Twitter account, go to his fucking likes, and show our audience, let them judge for themselves. Here's the problem: none of us can fucking do that.
But like, here's another thing, and here's the defense. Like, here's the major defense is like, oh, I don't find a problem with Lyrics posting cute anime girls or whatever. Well, here's the thing. That was the defense, right? Allegedly. But then, like, you see some of the other tweets, like the ones that you need to put a black bar for. Those aren't cute anime girls. Those are sexual, small anime girls and suggestive shit, right? It's like that's where the inconsistencies start, my guy.
Look,
you know, it's not about bullying Lyrics. It's about saying, hey, Augie, you like to bully people that do this shit, right? Why aren't you bullying Lyrics? What's the deal? Are you a LARPer like Sen's been saying? Yeah, you are. You are, because I'm right.
Again, I don't think that the act actually fucking matters. It matters about who's. I really don't think.
I just don't know why Lyrics thought it was a good idea to like mass like a bunch of lollies. You know, it was like you're in a community that wants to call everybody that likes any anime shit a pedophile. Let's be real here.
They don't care, but they don't actually. That's the problem. They don't
pull up the second Aiden thingy.
Because this shit is actually. I've read this. This is absurdly fucking stupid. I love getting accused of saying the complete opposite of what I actually said. I didn't know that there was 2 different kinds of lolly. I'm sorry that I'm...
Yeah, well, there are 2 definitions now, so, I mean, I don't know. Like, what are the rules in commentary anymore? I don't know. And you know what the weirdest? Hold on. Jesus, this comes off. Hold on, no, I got more. I got more.
I just want to be very clear. Other people have seen the images he was liking, right? I saw one. Okay, Sen's seen them. All right.
Unfortunately, because I follow lyrics.
It is not just a young fucking girl that's drawn, like a young anime girl being drawn. It is highly fucking sexual. Okay, it is explicit. Okay, all right. So like the shit that they're trying to like fucking. I'm done. I'm really done. That's why I said I'm not fucking comfortable with it. And you, like, don't be fucking dishonest. If you think that it's okay, why don't you pull up just a few of the images he was fucking liking and show it to your fucking audience on stream
because
on
it wasn't
YouTube.
Okay. Because it wasn't
it's
okay.
Not okay.
It wasn't. And that's why. But I think Doc did post some up, and it was like I heard him make a joke. He's like, Jesus, this is like Instagram wake up like 2.0 or something, and it kind of was. But it's like, it's so weird, right? Like this whole double standard and these more like inconsistencies. And it's like, where's Ross? Where's Ross pulling up with this shit? Where the fuck is Dean, right?
I mean, I get, because again, I don't know how many times I'm gonna fucking say.
We're the doxers. We're pods. We're held.
The act. You know? It's about the person committing the act.
Yeah, pretty much. I just think the Oriole's getting sloppy now with his stances. I think Connor's hella sloppy. Remember Pixel Drink situation?
Yeah.
Jesus, I lost count of the numbers of fucking tweets that Connor was like crying about, like whatever the fuck, which he put a heavy emphasis on the lolly content. I think he even shat on you or tried to shit on you too. Or what was he saying? Didn't you defend the lolicon tech posted? Something like that.
Some stupid shit like that, you know.
But I find it ironic because like it seemed like Connor was defending the lolicon that Lyrics was liking.
I mean, look, at this point, it doesn't surprise me. They're just like inherently fucking dishonest. They don't care about the act. They just care about the person doing it. If it's their friend, they'll fucking defend them because their friend's gonna defend them when they do something fucking absurd and stupid. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just fucking. I don't expect any consistency at all. I really fucking don't. Especially not after the technical stuff. And you know, I was gonna bring this up, but let me just pull up the fucking tipster tweet. And I also want to talk about the your fucking little thing with Augie on what Doc's stream. Alright, give me I have so much shit pulled up that I have to like browse and check on it before I pull it. There we go. Okay, I want to
wait. What are you pulling up?
Can't see it. Check this.
Wait, can Smart Alec join? Where is Smart Alec?
He can join. He doesn't want to join.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's like getting mad at Aiden or something right now. Why does everybody hate Aiden? He actually made a good point today.
Look, I honestly just don't care. I mean,
well, then again, Smart Alec did give fucking Timmy charitability up until the point where Timmy was like, I'm gonna go back on my word, Smart Alec. I'm not gonna show the debate where you kicked my ass, and I don't care. So yeah, poor Smart Alec. Poor Smart Alec.
Wait. Smart Alec did a debate with Timmy?
Yeah, and basically Timmy agreed to everything Smart Alec was saying, and it was like pretty anti-Augie, so he like deleted the debate or like made it private or something. And even after he promised Alec that he would keep the debate up, so he went back on his word.
Oh well, you know, Smart Alec should. But like at that point, like
he's a boomer. He doesn't know.
Yeah, no, I get it. But like at that point, I would never fucking trust Timmy. Like, what a dishonest little snake. What a little piece of shit. What a fucking coward. What a cowardly little fucking bitch. Like, I fucking love that shit because I remember when fucking Timmy was in the chat that one day. Just like, ooh, fucking trying to defend everything. everything.
Wait,
Timmy!
I gotta know.
I'm just like
Alec.
so fucking afraid to actually talk to anybody. But like,
well, he's a bitch. He's a pussy.
But like, it makes sense because he had a conversation with Smart Alec, folded like a fucking lawn chair, and then like a little cowardly bitch refuses to show it to anybody. God damn it, you know what he is? He's a little he's the little child.
I don't know why he wouldn't. I don't know why he
He's,
wouldn't
like,
just
trying to
show
hide
it.
the fucking
It's not like
sheets from
anybody.
everybody.
It's not like anybody really knows who Timmy is. Like it's probably better if he keeps it up
Dude.
anyway.
My
Probably,
theory, I
He
mean,
wants to
Redsky made a
weasel
good
up to
theory.
fucking Augie. So
Like I can make fun of
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
but that'll
stream up
still be
where he got
promotion
his
for him.
ass handed to
Anyway,
him, agreeing that Augie's a little bitch.
Yeah, that's probably why, because he just kept saying that, yeah, Augie is inconsistent. I think he wants to suck up to Augie, but Augie doesn't even know who he is. But
Yes,
can
suck
I
a little more
like vent
cock.
about this? Just very quickly, want to vent about the stream I just watched on Doc on the radio.
Oh, that shit? Yeah.
So, I made a list last year of like the top 10 worst commentary videos of 2021, and a lot of them were streaming debates. I kind of counted that as commentary just for easy sake.
Wait, hey,
So a lot
Alec,
of
I'm sorry, really quick.
okay.
Okay, Alec, I want to ask you something before you get to your points, though. How much of this debate did you see?
I endured like I'm gonna say I saw about like 45 minutes. I had to start skipping because
Did you get to
this
the
was
part where like Connor and Diorio pull up?
yeah, I saw that the whole thing was like one of the most miserable things I've ever seen in my life. It was like nails on a chalkboard for like an hour. It was awful. It's not even about
Can you tell me why like Connor was like suddenly like acting as if he wasn't making a big deal of like anime, kids or whatever the fuck there for the past like what was it, 3 months?
No, I think he actually kind of was. I think he like the whole point isn't for, like there's a large segment that went on for like 15 minutes where it's like their points basically relied on like it seemed like the only way they could make those points was like lolly equal CP or whatever, or like
Yeah.
it was
Which is
going
typically
around
what
in
Augie
circles.
does, and they do, right? That's
It was
typically
going in
what
circles.
the
They were
mindset
asking
is.
Aiden questions that he couldn't answer because everyone was screaming for like 20 minutes.
Why was it
Aiden
a
kept
3-on-1?
answering them stupid. Because it was a gradual call-in and just oh my god, it was
They weren't even doing call-ins, official call-ins at that time. They were just letting Diorio because he's Diorio on, and Connor because he's like Augie's wife on,
like I swear I thought also like Connor like flip-flopped from what he said in chat to what he said on stream.
Connor
It sounded
flip-flops
like-
all the time.
Yeah, that was predictable.
I don't understand
Everything
like
about it was like one of the most obnoxious videos I've ever seen in my life.
Did you see Nick Gold Tommy C mode real quick? Like it was like insane. I was like, dude, this guy is so much like Tommy. It's so adorable.
Oh man, dude, that's smart, Alec. I completely agree with everything you said, man.
Okay. Yeah, that was just but anyways, I made a top 10 last year, and it seems like at this rate a lot of Doc on the radio streams they might end up in nothing against Doc, just like the environment and the people arguing. They've been horrible a couple times. Also, yeah, everyone agrees. Like everyone agrees this was worse. This was like 10 times worse than Sen's argument with Augie and Augie with Grimsy, which says a lot since people hated that too. And I agree.
I don't think they hated it. What the fuck are you talking about?
A lot of people were just
a lot of people. Do you have a statistic to back up that claim?
Shut the fuck up. Okay. I don't need to screenshot every opinion I see on the internet, but I've seen a lot of people express
kind of hypocritical of you,
gay.
Smart Alec.
Yes, you
It's
do.
kind of hypocritical of you.
Anyway,
We're gonna Connor and Nick you right now. We're gonna gangbang you right now for no reason.
Don't consent.
Jesus. I don't know. Alec, do you have a main point so we can like keep it going?
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, main point is that this So far, this is the worst video I've seen this year, and honestly, even though last year's #1 was literally a furry saying why we need racism, that might have also been the #1 of last year's video too.
What?
Okay, I spoke too fast. The worst commentary video of last year was a furry saying why we need racism. That's what I ranked it as. This might be worse than that. This video was horrible.
Okay, sorry.
All good.
I got some dinner. It's just Golden Crisp cereal.
Dude, I need to reload. I can't see the screen. 1 minute.
Okay, here we think. I'm gonna read these tips really quick, and then we'll get into fucking Tipster. GG Evan. Team, there will be peace in our time. Tipster. Sen is literally Hitler trying to destroy our peace.
Hell yeah.
Technicals is Sweden in this comparison. But who's Poland and who's France?
I don't know, Nick and Connor, I guess.
Is Connor France?
I don't know. Connor's a pussy already, so it would make sense.
Yeah, France makes sense. Alright, and then I made Augie confess LOL for 420. It is me, Mr. Lambo. Augie, you lied to me on Twitter and said yes when I send Doc a $5 super chat, and you admit to modding Stardust. Take my 420 tip and bank it, Crow. Also, Georgia is the champs, baby. Alabama lost to the U.S. Postal Service worker. LOL. Oh, dude. Are you talking about, like, college ball? Oh. Purdue lost. My wife seemed kind of upset about that. I don't follow sports, though. Sorry. Okay, so, hold on. Cut this. There we go. Alright, so. Tipster. And this is addressed to, Sen. This is why I said Mr. Sen is a scumbag. He's literally trying to dig up resolved drama between Technicals and Augie in a weak attempt to get a W. Literal fucking scumbag. Fuck you.
I don't think it was
Mr.
a weak
Sen.
attempt. I think it was a good attempt. I think I got exactly what I wanted to get across in that stream. Since when do you moral fag in a blood sports match? Like, just curious.
Since Tipster, that's
like
when.
in an environment where Augie is actively telling people to hang themselves and shit. Where's the moral? Like, are you serious? Like, is this fat idiot serious?
Dude, it's like I said. It's not about the act. It's about who's fucking doing it. And he's already said it too, right? Like, remember with his whole thing with when gosh, what was it? When it was the jokes about his E cheating on his wife and shit. When Technicals did it, it crossed a fucking line. When fucking Augie and Diorio are out there telling everybody to send Tipster good wishes on his divorce, that's okay, right? These people, like, they're not, like, here's the thing. I'm not accusing them of it, right? I'm not. It's not a fucking theory of mine. Right? Tipster blatantly fucking admitted to it. Right? Like he said flat out, if his friends are like openly telling people to spam his fucking chat about his divorce.
Also, another lie that Tipster loves to go with without getting any verification, like a lot of people on the internet, is the whole Steve and like Maya, or like, what was it? Steve and Maya, like, Steve is sweet on Maya. Steve is dating Danae. What the fuck are you talking about, you fat fucking gelatin? You fucking Jabba the Hutt reject. Jesus Christ, man. If you're gonna go with gossip, like, at least, like, can it not be so retarded? Like, can you get it right? Like, Steve is dating Danae. Danae's gonna meet up with Steve soon. There's your inside scoop, Tipsters. It's not that fucking hard, you fat idiot.
Like, I'm not trying to be a complete fucking asshole, because I don't think it comes from Repsion. I'm pretty sure it comes from one of the orbiters around Repsion. And basically, because this is what happened with Repsion, right? Maya is a fucking degenerate, right? Repsion defended her because they were dating, right? So, like, they're sitting there going, well, why is Steve defending her when she's such a fucking... Oh, because they're dating. Right? Like, their brains don't really fucking work properly, right? I mean, you see, like, the basic, it's like monkey see, monkey do, right? Like the monkey saw one situation and the monkey sees like something else and goes, oh, it must be the same thing. Little monkey brain can't fucking think that well, right? So God damn, sorry. But like honestly, it's just dumb. I mean, I'm not really okay with the shit that he does, but at the end of the day,
this entire community is a fucking trash fire that I'm just gonna be here to make fun of. You know, like
at this point, right? They're so fucking. It's just too easy. That's the problem.
Fun for me. I mean, I don't know. It's fun for people that watch me too. They kind of like it. So, I mean, we're just gonna keep doing this because it's easy, it's fun, and it happens so often. Why wouldn't you do it? You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, right? If they're gonna keep pulling this shit, right? Why wouldn't we talk about it? I mean, like, you know, you guys are fucking degenerates. You're completely fucking inconsistent. I don't fucking like you. I mean, also,
you don't really have a reason
I really don't
either.
like you. I mean, if I did, I'd still talk about
what
it.
Isn't this just matching the same energy anyway?
Like,
no. Like, we're just matching the same energy. Like, for example, I'm gonna be like, I'll be different.
Tommy was back to talking shit about it, so
dude, he
like...
leaked my DMs. Well, at least they were the real DMs this time. It's like people have been doing some weird gay ops with me lately. I heard there's like an alt account pretending to be me around now. Like, it's so fucking insane.
Oh yeah,
your brother's friends, like Pods and them, are like pretending like it's me. I think Saggy Melons might be in on it too. They're such fucking weirdo freaks, dude. I'm fucking tired of these people. Like, legitimately, I guess when I'm bored, I'll pick on them. But like right now, I got a couple people that I want to look at first, like, you know. But after that, I don't know. It depends. They're all content at the end of the day. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that Sen account was pretty bad. I think that was the Ross alt that was sending me like lolly shit.
Like, I don't understand. You guys are muddying the water. Like, you're not helping your case. If anything, like, you're making it worse for you. But I don't know, man. Like, these guys, like, your brother's old friends. I don't know if they're still friends, Crow. You know, Pods in them. Like,
yeah.
Jesus. And I don't even know why Saggy Melons is getting involved with them again. Like, I thought she knew better from, like, you know, all the doxes that were happening there. I don't know if she's back to being friends with the doxers. Maybe she is, maybe she's not. Maybe that's something Tipster should steer her away from that at some point, because it's probably not good optics.
My thing is, Saggy Melons has been involved in some shit in the past.
Oh, she got involved with your brother's fraudulent GoFundMe too.
Well, no, she was the one that made the GoFundMe.
She was the one, yeah, she's the one that set it up and shit.
Hi, Steve.
I mean,
Crow.
Yeah, what's up, Steve?
Crow, I have a very special. I need to tell you something important.
What's up?
They have beautiful, beautiful eyes.
Motherfucker.
The most beautiful.
No.
Dude, I told everyone about you and Danae.
Stop.
I hope you're okay with that.
You did?
Yeah, I told everybody.
Why don't you like?
Sorry, Steve. You're with Danae?
I'm with Maya.
No, I mean in a relationship. You fucking
God,
idiot.
What?
Hi, Sunny Cakes.
Yo.
Oh my God,
what
Steve.
Oh, paid.
Crow, we just wanted to let you know you have beautiful eyes.
Okay, thank
You're
you.
an idiot, Steve.
You're dating Danae.
Sen told me to come here. You know.
Yeah, he wanted to tell everybody that you're dating Danae.
Yeah, I already told
she's
everybody.
At work.
Oh my God, just get out of here, please.
Go away.
Yeah, our beautiful Nay will be back. I don't know, soon.
After work.
Yeah. All right, bye.
Thank God. Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
Idiot, I swear to God.
Is he there half the time? I don't even know, man. I gotta go. I gotta go check up on him, make sure he's okay.
All right. Anyways. So, here's my problem with this shit. It's like John Swan, right? He makes peace with Pie Man after having his fucking arm twisted behind his fucking back and having his nose rubbed in his own shit, right? Finally makes peace with Pie Man. And then nobody's allowed to talk about it anymore because they made peace. It's been resolved. Don't talk about it anymore. Like, you're dredging up all drama. I'm like, holy shit, this isn't like even a year ago, right? Some of this shit that's happened, right? I think at this point, maybe it has been a year. Has it? I don't know.
For
Anyways,
Swan, it has, not the actual stuff today.
okay. My point is, if the behavior fucking continues, why the fuck am I not going to talk about it, right? If I was sitting there saying, hey, Connor's a little fucking horse fucker because he brought up Technical's brother, to discredit him, right? Because they couldn't take losing a fucking argument over some stupid shit, right? Because of that, right? so then after they've had this fucking truce, which again was not like, oh, everybody's tired, let's make a truce. No, it was Technicals went to fucking Deaf Noodles and then was openly stating that he was going to go talk to Ethan Klein. And then Keemstar jumped in, right? Like, holy shit, shut up, man. Like, this idea that, oh, everybody was just so tired. Like, that's why we contacted Keem. Shut up, man. Like, I know why. Everybody knows why it fucking happened. Right? I don't give a shit. Like, if it's your fucking decision, it's your fucking decision. But I'll talk about, like, how morally fucking inconsistent you absolute fucking idiots constantly are. And that would be my number one example when Augie then later on stream goes and says, hey, yeah, actually, we did use Tech's brothers, to discredit him. That was the point of that. Right?
That was my bad, B. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad, guys. My bad. Ruined a bunch of friendships. My bad. Like, I guess they are all friends again. I'm sure.
Yeah, you can't ruin friendship when you got optics and numbers on your side.
I'm sure everybody is like just on dazzling good terms. That's why you guys are like always like so fucking heated, right? I mean, it's because you're all friends again. Like, that's why you're so fucking mad all the time. Because everybody's on good terms.
I don't know, man. They're just fun to make fun of, I guess.
Dude,
That's
like
all.
I just be fucking honest. I mean, don't. Keep this shit up. It is fun. Sen is right. It is hilarious.
I think it's like the best thing ever that Augie platform Mr. Girl was having such like a nice little discussion with him. Like they're having tea and crumpets together and doing each other's nails and shit. I think that was the greatest thing ever.
It was a very pleasant conversation. I watched it.
It was because it helped like show the LARPing of Augie, a little bit of his community when they got bodied by Smart Alec.
Augie is capable of handling himself in a debate.
I love the commentary of Bloodsports today about like the lolly issues because now we know there are two definitions conveniently all of a sudden, right? I'm sure Ross isn't going to like that. Your brother might not like that, but he has more pressing matters right now. He broke up with Vicky.
Here's the thing. I don't care if there are two different definitions of fucking
I'm
lolicon.
sure there's 50 or whatever.
The images that Lyrics were liking were the adult kind of images of lolicon, which sounds a little weird because
you mean the sexual ones?
Little girl. Yeah, the sexual ones. That's what he was liking. Jesus Christ, why are we even having this discussion? It was fucking disgusting. It's wrong. Like, why the fuck are we having this discussion? Oh, because Lyrics didn't. Lyrics, gotta stick up for Lyrics. I mean, dude, it's just disgusting.
It's basically what it is. It's damage control for Lyrics.
I don't think it's something that you can't come back from. I think it's something you gotta stop fucking liking on Twitter and spreading across other people's timelines. You fucking idiot.
Dude, careful, dog, chill. If you go in too hard, they might start calling you a Fuda lover or whatever the fuck there. I don't even know what it was. What is the claim? It's something about Fuda or some shit? I don't know. I know Spectre likes it. Spectre likes it. Your brother's like, what was it? He was the lawyer, right? Or he tried to be a lawyer for your brother? That guy?
Dude. Fuda is chicks with dicks. That's fine. That's fine. Fine. Call me a fucking Fuda lover. That's fucking fine. It's not actual children. When I say actual children, I get it's drawings, but I mean, like, it's a drawing of a fucking actual child. It's not like an adult, okay? It's not like an adult. I don't
even care what Lyrics does. I just fucking I'm just pointing out how fucking stupid Augie is. That he's like, he would go at anybody else that did this.
You know what? I'll take Fuda lover over fucking child lover.
Jesus Christ, Crow. Fuck. We're not gonna make any friends by the end of this, Crow.
Yeah.
I don't want to be friends with any of these guys. Like, what do you mean?
Well, also remember, like Augie said that Sen was more disgusting than anything than Mr. Girl before he discovered the weird
Dude,
lolly
I don't give a
catfish
shit
thing.
what fucking Short Round had to say. Holy shit.
No, I'm just saying that's kind of funny that, like, you know, that just happened. Sen's worse than Mr. Girl, apparently, allegedly.
Oh, by the way, Jessica's finally here.
Oh shit, really?
Ah,
She's
okay.
finally here. Thank God.
I dip.
Wait, what do you mean?
She's here.
That sounds
No,
annoying.
she's not. I'm looking at the stream chat.
She has a fucking role on the server. She's in the server.
Okay, well she isn't in the call-in stream chat. So.
Okay.
Can she join the call-in stream?
Yeah, she can join the call-in stream. I have to drag her into streaming chat. That's locked.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
After
Hold on.
the Aiden versus Lyrics thing, I've had enough autism for one lifetime.
Yeah,
And it's
blame
coming.
you.
Yeah,
Join
so
the call-in.
if you guys are gonna argue about that, I'm a dip.
They're talking about Mr. Girl, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye, Alec.
Bye.
Master Alec.
Damn, it's
How's your liver after Flashcast?
Oh my god, dude. I was really fucked up. Want to see something funny?
That's the big. Another thing is like people say the pictures. Okay, this is gonna be so easy too.
Oh, why
The
my
pictures.
notifications
Okay,
go
this is
crazy?
gonna no. This is gonna be so easy because I'm like smart and these people aren't. Bro, the pictures Lyrics like weren't sexual at all. You guys are weird for thinking they are. Okay, so here's riddle me this. How come Doc was saying? How come Doc said that one of the likes from Lyrics' posts were sexually scandaled lolly images? Why did he say that? Why did Doc on the radio say that? I'm curious. Is Doc lying? Is Doc lying? Is Doc on the radio lying? I'm curious.
Hold on, real quick. You mentioned the Flashcast. Dude, so this is like at 4 a.m. Jazz went to hang with her friends.
No, it's so funny. What the fuck?
Dude, she came back home, made popcorn, came upstairs, and was sitting next to me watching.
Is that Doc on the radio? No, it's not, sadly. Fuck.
Wait, who?
Doc on Jessica Pizzle's on. They're gonna talk to you.
Oh, hey,
Crow.
Jessica.
Why can't no, they're muted. Hold on. I gotta fix that. Let me try.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you're good.
Good.
How you
All
doing?
right. Hello. All right. So I did want to start this off by saying that what Mr. Girl says is indeed controversial. I don't think anyone will disagree with that. Saying you thought the cuties girls were hot is controversial. I'm not downplaying it by saying it's controversial, but my understanding of controversial is basically a bad statement, standards kind of situation. I don't think what he says is okay when it comes to girls, but I'm taking a stand that making a statement is not the same as committing a crime. So I really genuinely want to know how you compare something someone says but doesn't do to something someone does.
Okay, I'll do that, but really quick. Sen, do you want to say anything, Jessica? Only because I'm doing something like really important. Really
Jesus Christ, Crow. What the fuck is that?
quick. Nothing. Just like
Sen,
really quick,
are
just
you the
20, 30
guy?
seconds.
Jessica,
Sen,
Jessica,
are you
do
the guy that Kai said was racist?
Yes, that's me.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's
Oh.
the racist one.
Oh,
I'm a racist
apparently.
one.
What did you do? Disagree with him? Disagree.
Kai? I don't know. I got under his skin. I think I might have said he was chimping out, but he was
Yeah,
like, "Oh,
you
I'm
did.
black."
Yeah, you know, so he has this anime avatar, and he's like, fucking gets upset because Sen says chimping out. He's like, I'm black, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh my
that
god.
shit was fucking great. I was taking this.
Wait, I got a question for Jessica. Actually,
Yeah.
In your opinion, who is worse, Zero or Mr. Girl? Like in your opinion, like overall.
Currently, I mean, in my opinion, currently, I mean, I would say, God, it's so hard to say that. Oh man, as of today, Mr. Girl.
Oh, okay. Did you hear about his domestic abuse and his rape? Is that why?
Well, no, because
okay.
so the only reason why I don't, that's not even something that I even really even like his rape thing was the whole thing. Like she said no, but he kept pressuring her, or he did it anyway, kind of situation, right?
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah, that's what
the
that
only
is.
reason why I can't take a stance against that is because I don't take a stance against real stream
Okay.
news. I can't. I told Real Stream, you know what? She retracted her statement. It's okay. It's all good. And that whole situation was
I think it's a little bit different. I think it's a little bit. I just want to clarify on that because I think in Real Stream News' case, she did say no multiple times, right? It wasn't just like one time. She said no like a few times, but then she did say yes. In his case, she never says yes. Like that's a little bit different.
Well, I mean, wasn't the whole thing that she didn't actually say yes? She just was like, when he came back in, she was like, fine, if that's what we're going to do, then I guess we have to. Like, it was kind of like, all right, fine, if you're just going to if you're going to keep on bugging me about it, then let's just do it then, kind of situation. Because, as a woman.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, not even that in Mr. Girl's case. According to his story, he's the narrator. Maybe he's leaving like a very key detail out of it, but no. According to what he's saying, she just said no, and he did it anyways. It's a little different. Like the domestic abuse thing. Here's my problem with the arguments of when it comes to a pedophile, right? Because here's the difference between him and Zero for me, right? Zero is not saying that he is attracted to 11-year-olds or even 14-year-olds, right? In the situation with Katie, the messages that I can see, those ones don't amount to sexting. What would is the messages of the Ice Cube. However, I really don't believe that that's actually true, right?
I agree. Like, you can't, there was like, and it all comes down to like, my previous stances, like if Amber retracted her statement and I accepted her retracting the statement, then I can't say, oh, Zero's not allowed to retract the statement. That's the kind of thing. But my problem with that is when you're looking at the text messages, especially, I was kind of listening to your stream and you said that you were talking about lyrics and the quote unquote lolicon kind of stuff. But I went through all his likes all the way till March the 2nd. And I didn't see any explicitly sexual images on there at all.
Then he's cleaned it up.
See, I would. Here, I'm gonna send you the video where it has some of them, right? There's at least one or two. Like, I would send you like an image, but then you'd probably screenshot and be like, "Oh, look at him!"
No, I would never do. No, I don't.
I can't be too careful with it. I'm sorry.
That's the thing, right? Like,
I've never heard like people are now legit like impersonating me. I'm like, I'm good.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that.
So Jessica, my issue is, right, because I've looked into the Zero thing quite a lot, and I've read through those messages a few times, and I have to take only those messages because at first, when that girl presented some messages, she said those were all that she had. Skype had been deleted, all that shit, right? Zero made a statement, right, in which he addressed her. However, my problem is when I read his statement about it, the events he described match up with another girl. Right? I genuinely don't think he remembered her when he addressed her. I think he was thinking of the other girl because it matches up with her situation. Exactly, right? Where she lied about her age, right? And that's when he said he stopped, which matches up with the other girl, not with Katie. But then as soon as he said that, I think it was like that, I'm trying to remember because I actually checked the dates on these. I think it was the same day or within just a couple of days, she immediately posted more screenshots. And now, on top of that, she also claims something much worse, right? Which would be the ice cube and the, you know, needing something sexual like literally every day or something. My problem is that doesn't actually exist. And I know that he has confessed to it. I know he accepts that, you know, he can take back the confession. But my other problem is, like, normally I would look at that and go, okay, well, he's taking it back, but he did confess. Give me a reason why he took it back. And according to him, he's saying it's because he was suicidal and he was just going to end it. There are 2 suicide attempts, one with an actual police call. So this did occur. And my other problem is he also was apologizing to Leffen and Jisoo, right? And Jisoo was just presenting false claim after false claim after false claim after false claim against him. And Leffen was corroborating every single story Jisoo was putting forward. And Leffen never even addressed the Katie thing, right? He never backed anything up on the Katie thing because he wasn't involved in that anyway. So, I mean, I have to look at that and say, well, he was confessing to shit that he didn't do, that we know he didn't do. So I can't look at anything more than what I can see in those messages. I'm not going to make more of those messages than what I can see in them. What I do see is also in one of them, she offers to get into a video chat with him, and he declines. That's... If this guy is like a pedophile who's like lusting after minors and shit, that's not something he's gonna turn down. Like, I mean, that's like the #1 fucking goal. Like, I mean, and I can't see any other message where he's requesting that, right? That's my problem. And I just see too many stories. Just to be clear, where somebody will present a claim against someone, right? And they'll present some screenshots or some messages to prove that they've interacted with the person, to prove that they've had certain conversations, right? But then they'll throw something that's just like way over the fucking top, right? Yeah. But I don't have that. I keep seeing that happen, and that's literally the fucking Katie situation. So, I mean, my other problem is he's not telling me that he is attracted to kids. He's not telling me that it's okay to be attracted to kids or anything of that nature. And again, her story came out 6 years after it had happened, right? And he had already retired from playing Super Smash, and he was the leader of a team of minors too, right? Nobody has come forward and accused him of anything. And this was when he was at the top of his game, right? So when he had like, if this guy was like a threat or a predator, someone would have seen something also, because like Nairo, right? People saw the shit between Nairo and Captain Zack when Nairo was going to tournaments. People said that they saw them flirting and shit. We don't have any of that with Zero. Right? So, like, either this guy is, like, just a total fucking chameleon, just like a massive fucking predator, knows exactly how to blend in, exactly how to stay super fucking low-key, but in this one situation is completely fucking blew his fucking load, right? I try to go for, like, the simplest fucking solution's usually the true one, right? I've listened to this guy talk, right? He is not a competent person. Just to be very clear. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to insult people just to be mean, right? He's not a competent person, right? I don't believe he has the skill set to keep things secret.
Yeah.
Just, that's why, like, that one girl was, like, one girl did straight up catfish him, right? Did try to trap him and use that against him and try to Me Too him. Like, so we do know that there were people coming up with straight up false stories against the guy. I mean, there's just too much here. I would need to see more. And again, even when Katie's story came out originally, people didn't believe it. Even with what she presented, they didn't believe it. The only reason why people did take it seriously was because he confessed to everything. I mean, he confessed to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Even the things that we know did not occur. And one of the things I think was completely dishonest was this argument that when he said he is sorry, that he wasn't actually apologizing, because you can see here that he's clarifying on situations. That means he's defending himself. Why would he defend himself if he's apologizing? Blatantly fucking dishonest.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I don't agree with that whole argument where like, oh well, I mean that kind of just seems picky choosy, and although I do kind of sometimes use that when I'm like trying to go after someone, and I'll want to throw everything I can at them, I'll use something like that, but I know and I'm aware that I'm doing it and it's not as solid kind of situation. My issue is in his recent video, the one from November.
Wait, sorry,
like
sorry. Whose video?
Zero's.
Okay.
Is he says he never sent or received. He never made plans to travel. He never touched or had been touched. And he never had conversations with intent. And then he emphasizes to only groom or take advantage of underage individuals, but he never denies talking to Katie in a sexual manner or flirtatious manner. If you even want to be,
hold on.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be a dick, right?
Yeah,
Jessica, that's a pretty clear cut denial of him being sexual with him. Like I'm not. I get you can say like, well, you can see he's flirting. Okay, if that's all it was between a 19 and a 14-year-old and it never progressed beyond that, right? I'm sorry, the guy's not a pedophile. Like, he's just straight up not. Okay, and I think it's really dishonest to accuse him of being one.
Well,
and again, and like I'm not trying to be like a dick, because when it comes to like just the blatant attraction, right? I bringing up Zaptai, right? Because I remember that fucking one idiot. I think it was Hannah Animal. Right? She posted a picture of herself when she was 14, and she goes, if you are attracted to this picture, you are a pedophile. Like some stupid shit like that, right? It's like 14 and today, I think. I can't remember the exact, right? And I'm sitting there going like, you fucking moron, Zaptai, right? He got catfished by a literal 13-year-old who showed him her actual photos, right? Not somebody else's photos, her photos. And he was attracted to her. So I'm like, I don't think that automatically makes him a pedophile, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
No.
So again, if you don't have anything more than it being than it being flirtatious, the guy's not a pedophile. Like, I'm sorry.
I mean, like there's a flirtation and there's an attractiveness there and knowing. So the only reason now, I don't think, granted, what I said on Twitter is what I said on Twitter. In the heat of the moment, and I don't think Mr. Girl himself is pedo, and I don't think that
you see, this is why,
and I don't think Zero is a pedo. I don't think Zero is either. Let me finish.
Okay,
Hold on. Let me finish. But the problem is that you're thinking, oh, Zero's not a pedo, even though he was attracted to a 14-year-old girl and flirting with a 14-year-old girl, but Mr. Girl is a pedo because he said the cuties girls were attractive, and that's and because the director dressed them in the way he dressed them and made them dance the way they dance so that they can appeal to older men, and the director did a good job, because that's his whole statement, and that's has been his statement is in regards to the cuties girls. Like, he's not going around saying I'm attracted to all 11-year-olds, like, oh, that 11-year-old is so hot, oh, that 11-year-old, he's not sitting there saying he's attracted to all girls. He's saying when he was watching cuties, he was aroused because they were dancing sexually and they were dressed sexually. And then you have Zero, who was talking and flirting and attracted to a 14-year-old girl. Now, there's a 14-year-old and there's an 11-year-old. We don't know what Katie looked like at the time, because we don't know if Katie even really exists when it comes down to it. So no, I don't think either of them are pedophiles. But I also think that you got one guy who actually did something that could be seen as pedophilic, as opposed to another guy who just says something that can be seen as pedophilic.
Okay, you have a 19-year-old who we can prove had inappropriate messages with a 14-year-old, right? And nothing beyond that, right? But in the other situation, we have a 34-year-old man who uploaded a video saying that he was sexually aroused by 11-year-old girls, okay? And then goes on to, like, here's my problem. People defended that as being like a fucking joke. He's not serious. He can't possibly be serious. He's not serious. This is all just a joke. And he's saying, I'm serious, I'm serious, I'm serious, I'm serious, I'm serious. And everybody's saying it's just a big fucking joke, bro. It's just a big fucking joke. You don't get the joke. Nobody would be so fucking blatantly honest that they were sexually aroused by minors, right? Nobody would upload a song called I'm a Pedo, right? Where they start singing about how they're a fucking pedophile, right? Nobody would fucking do that. No, stop. Yeah, let me keep going, okay? Nobody would fucking do that, right? That's all a fucking joke, okay? Now the argument is, okay, listen. Guys, he was just having thoughts, right? He's not telling you that he's gonna act on those thoughts. He's just telling you he had the thoughts. Okay, I'm done. I'm fucking just no joke. I'm sorry. I'm done. Okay, at that point, I am actually fucking done. Okay.
Wow.
You're telling me that a 34-plus-year-old man was sexually aroused by 11, 12-year-olds twerking. Okay. Like, he sat through that and got a fucking boner and then said it's okay. And then he goes on to upload a fucking music video where he says, I'm a fucking pedo, and says, I'm halfway serious about that.
Oh, what about his video that he says I'm not a pedo though? Are you saying he never made a video that says I'm not a pedo, and we're not supposed to take that one seriously, but we're supposed to take the one that says I am a pedo seriously, right?
Also says that he beat women for 4 fucking years.
Wait a minute. That's a completely different argument already.
Raped women.
Hold on, I want to fucking.
I'm
I gotta.
not sitting there and gonna go like, well, but like he has said
let the woman.
So he must be a rapist because he made, and he must be a wife beater because he made videos saying.
Isn't
that
one of
did
the
it.
main selling points of like Mr. Go supposed to be honest to everything as well? Because I mean, I've heard Stardust just say, "Oh, he's like a really honest guy" or whatever, right? So if he's honestly being attracted by like 11-year-olds, isn't that a little problematic?
So the thing is, I haven't seen, now someone on Twitter said that they have more, but I haven't seen any instance of him saying he's attracted to 11-year-olds. Except for the cuties. Except for that situation is the only time. And so
but like,
does that
isn't
make
one
him,
time enough?
like,
oh my god.
to
Isn't
be
one
called
time
a
enough?
pedophile? Has he said that he wanted to have sex with them? Or did he say that, oh, I can't wait to stick
I didn't know
my
we had to go
penis
that
in that
far.
12?
Holy
I mean,
what the fuck?
What are a pedophile? A pedophile is someone who's sexually attracted, sexually attracted to
to minors and telling
girls.
people that it was okay that he had those thoughts.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that
He's not
crossing like
saying
a little bit of
he's-
like that thought process
He's
at least
not?
a little bit?
When I was watching his Bo Black stream, he was talking about how it's not about act on those thoughts. It's about acknowledge that you have those thoughts.
I watched him
and then
describe Bo Black's sister's story of being fucking groomed and sitting there saying that it was probably an enjoyable experience, and you know he's probably lying. His parents fed him a lie.
I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't. I
Oh,
really
you
didn't.
didn't
I'm
see
being
that?
genuine. I didn't
See
see
that?
that.
Oh shit, Jessica, it's so fucking bad. It's just really bad. Did you not see
I didn't
Bo
even know
Black's,
Bo Black's
fucking
had.
Nagi.
I legit didn't even know Bo Black's had a sister that was groomed.
Yeah, he told the story like at least once, I
Which
think, in
one
public
was
a
this?
little bit.
So was this on the Augie stream or?
This was on
No,
the
on
Mr.
Mr.
Girl
Girl's
Augie
channel.
interview when they were
Yeah.
talking.
Oh, yeah. I didn't watch that one.
Yeah, and then
I have
Bo
to-
Black's on Twitch.
Augie got mad that I didn't
reacted
watch
to
that
it.
one. He said I should have, but maybe I will eventually.
I mean, I guess I have to now because wait. So
It's
so
3
he
hours.
said.
So long.
So he
3
said
hours.
when Bo Black's told the story of his sister being groomed, he said she probably enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was like, okay, so I don't know if the bot's still up for Bovlax on Twitch, but he basically got to that exact point, and that's when Bovlax started like he was reacting to it in real time, right? So it was what was happening. So if you want a faster way of getting to that point, I think it might be the 2 hour mark, but you can go to Bovlax's Twitch, and it should the bots should still be up there.
Okay.
It's a 1 hour stream that he did. Or I think he might have. Yeah, I think he might have it on Boblack's beta too. So you can check one of those, and it should be like right there where he does the reactions to that.
I mean, admittedly, that's kind of fucked up. But
that's
literally the only thing I saw of him was always in reference to the cuties thing, but he's never said anything about how like he wanted to do anything or
Jessica, sorry, just to really. How much of his content have you actually watched?
None.
Oh, okay.
Not a lot of it. I've just seen when he comes on, when Stardust and when Destiny. I've seen those kind of things.
Okay, all right. I'm not trying to be an asshole here, but like it's not really fair for me to keep having this conversation with you. Because you really don't know anything.
But I mean, but the point of the thing is, the point that our whole Twitter conversation was, you were comparing something someone thinks to something someone did.
Well, yes, I'm comparing a.
And I don't think you can.
No, hold on, stop. Let me finish. I'm comparing a 34-plus-year-old man, right, who says openly that he is sexually aroused by minors, that those thoughts are okay. Right, that it's not going to like promote pedophilia if he's around, like saying that it's okay. Like people are not automatically going to be pedophiles because he said it's okay to be attracted to minors, right? Like
you're acting like he's saying no, because you're acting like he's saying it's okay. Keep on having those thoughts. You don't need to work on those thoughts. You're acting because I know for a fact the one thing I saw him with with him and Boblax and Technicals was him saying, you shouldn't be afraid to tell your therapist that you have those thoughts and be able to get the help for those thoughts. That's what he said. You're acting like he's like, it's okay to have those thoughts. Keep on having those thoughts. Those thoughts are great. He's not saying that. He's saying you should be not afraid to say, hey, I have these thoughts and I'm afraid of what will happen if I keep on having these thoughts. Like, you're acting like he's saying that it's perfectly okay and you should keep on having those thoughts. He's not saying that. I haven't seen one instance of him saying that.
Okay, but like Jessica, I'm not trying to be a dick. You also said that you don't really watch his content at all. What more do you need? If you're saying, tell me where he said, it's okay, keep on having those thoughts. Those thoughts are perfectly fine. To be honest with you, like I don't have anything pulled up. Like I'm just saying.
I mean, but that's the thing. You're just making an assumption. But he literally says, "There's on that stream." He says, "It's not. It's about the fact that you shouldn't be afraid to tell your therapist that, or your friend, or your neighbor that you have these thoughts and you want help." That's exactly what he said. Word for word. He didn't say I haven't seen any
since like I have a good counter, but he's eating right now. Okay, then post it, you fucking baby.
But I mean, literally, I mean, if he said it's okay to keep on having those thoughts are perfectly fine. Keep on having those thoughts, then fine. But what I heard him say was you shouldn't be afraid to tell people you have these thoughts. And I'm trying to make it clear that these thoughts are thoughts and you shouldn't be persecuted for saying that you have these thoughts. You should be people should reach out and help you to keep you from having those thoughts. Because that's all I've seen of him. Even on his Twitter, I can find it, but that's what I see of him is, so I don't see him saying it's perfectly okay to have these thoughts. And you're acting like he is saying it's perfectly okay.
I have a little bit of a counter. I have a little bit of a counter argument to that. So it's like you're saying that we should take his word for what he said, word for word, right? Basically. Well, the problem with that is that Mr. Girl is like really flip floppy on when you want to take him seriously and when you don't want to take him seriously. So you can't really tell when the motherfucker is actually saying something that he, stands behind. Because so he said the cuties interview or the cuties thingy, right? That he gets stimulated by that, but then he's saying that he doesn't get stimulated by that, or I just find it very tricky to trust a guy like that, right? That's my whole issue.
Take his word for anything, then why are you taking his word for anything?
Well, then, so then at that point, then we can't really make, we can only assume based off his actions and whether he's consistent on things, right? Because, if we can't take his word for what is true or what is false at that point, what can we do?
That's exactly what I'm saying, is if we can only...
Well, the only thing we can do at that point, I think, is
look at
that
his actions. Look at his actions, and
his
you can't
actions,
his actions, but he's never made an action directed
he's never committed
person.
So your thing is he hasn't committed a crime. Yeah, he's never committed a crime that you're aware of.
Technically
so
did.
You
He
can't.
technically did.
Well, what was it?
Crime
Well,
against the child, a pedophilic crime. He's never had a pedophilic crime.
I'm gonna eat burger. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
No, I'm begging everybody's pardon real quick, but Mr. Girl doesn't advocate for reformation. That's what Technicals, when he debated him, he said, you don't argue for therapy. He said, if you go to therapy, it's kind of like keeping a secret anyway, that it stops you from coming out. So that's why he doesn't really see it as a good thing. We can actually watch the source material on Augie's stream if you want to, but he doesn't really fucking argue for reformation. He thinks that it should be normalized because it'll make them come forward in a sense. And that way it will reduce risk of actually acting on if you're comfortable with your sexuality, you won't have to hide and act on it. So he thinks it'll stop preying on children if they come out. Vito actually believes the same thing, actually, because they're friends. They went to high school together. So he doesn't really argue for reformation. Technicals did, and I think Bo Blacks did as well. He actually said why it's problematic.
He said that it was okay to have those thoughts and that everyone has them. He does not argue that those thoughts are bad. So, yes, again, Jessica. The other problem I have is he's spreading this message in the commentary community, which is there's a sizable portion of minors in this community, right? I'm not comfortable with that shit. This guy was on a fucking interview with Pie Man, right, where he and he says creepy ass shit where he's like, "Oh, I see myself in you, Pie Man."
Oh God.
Oh yeah, okay. So look, I have every reason to be completely not okay with this guy. I've watched the shit that he has actually fucking said. It is creepy, it's gross, it's disgusting. He does not argue for fucking reformation. He said that this shit is okay. Everyone has these thoughts. It's okay. You should basically just come out of the closet. I'm holy shit, Jessica.
And with an intent to prevent child abuse. No. That's what this guy, whoever just came on, just said. He said it was with an intent.
That's Ori.
He thinks that it would prevent. He thinks it would prevent child abuse, right? He said,
but that's based on a theory. That's based on a theory with no substantiation. That's just his thought.
Okay, but that's his thought. So his thought isn't have those thoughts and act on them. His thought is have those thoughts so that you can prevent acting on them.
And people can empathize with you.
No, I don't. Yeah. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Okay. So my thing is, you have when you. Okay, I'm trying to be nice. When you got here, right? Yeah. You said you hadn't seen what this guy has said. Then you said, well, the things you've seen of him. He argues for going to therapy, right? And getting
but
help.
That's what. So I haven't. I'm just going based on Aragami's word, but I need to go and I would love to rewatch it.
We could rewatch it right now.
Yeah.
Actually, you have the timestamp, Aura?
Well,
it's chapter.
I got an important one for in this follow-up on Mr. Girl's channel. I have the timestamp and the transcript showing it. He does actually go back and say if some percentage of the sexual thoughts are about something bad, then they should seek help.
Okay, good. But was that not on the Augie stream, or is that his own channel?
That was his own channel, and that's later. So also he was kind of getting he was not speaking very well on the Augie stream. He was just he was spazzing a bit more, not like spazzing, but like a lot more.
Because he was being pressured on Augie stream.
Yeah.
You mean, hold on, spazzing with technicals or just in general?
With like technicals a bit more and like the bit of a double team with Bo Blacks, I guess.
Okay.
I don't want to be charitable, but like, I mean, it's right here.
I mean, if it's there, then it's there. So then I'll take that back. But like, whatever that is, I don't know what that is. I'm talking about the Augie stream, which is like a week ago. So.
I do have to admit, though, like
because I mean, he said on Augie's stream something completely different. So I have no idea why he's saying one thing one place and one thing somewhere else. So
But
that's
then
on
that
him.
just harkens back to yours, whoever's statement that you can't really trust anything that he says. But then that also makes it a matter of, well, then what can you trust that he says? Is he just some kind of, contrarian who just is doing this just for likes and views so he could get on Destiny and become super popular streamer? Or is he saying this because he really believes it? Because he made a video saying he was a pedophile, but he also made a video saying he wasn't a pedophile? Like, is he disgusting and gross? Yes.
You mean it's like a
I
stick?
think so.
It's like a stick?
I think he is. However, I'm just not going to say, oh, this guy who had sex with an underage girl is just as bad as Mr. Girl who's never had sex with an underage girl but has just talked about it. I'm not going to put that comparison there. I'm not going to say this guy who actually did something is just as bad as a guy who just talks about things that are gross.
Yeah,
but I'm just not going to do that.
But he is spreading that shit to other people. Like, Zero isn't, like, going on to fucking live streams playing Super Smash Bros. And saying, hey, man, like, it's totally chill if you want to, like, go troll for fucking 14-year-olds on Twitter.
No,
right?
but Zero's message, and anybody who supports Zero, is the message is, hey, if you talk to a 14-year-old girl but you feel bad about it after, it's totally okay.
That's not what he's saying, and that's blatantly
so
fucking
why?
dishonest.
So you literally said that Zero, yes, he was speaking and flirting with a 14-year-old girl, but you know what? It's not that bad, okay? Because he was 19, okay, and it was just flirtatious, and he felt really bad about it.
No, I'm saying that it was over the internet. It never got sexual. And it seems to have ended.
Okay, so you're saying that a 19-year-old talking to a 14-year-old online in a flirtatious manner is okay.
No, I'm not saying that it's okay.
So then it's not okay what he did, what Zero did.
No, but I'm saying it doesn't make him a fucking pedophile.
Because he was just attracted to a 14-year-old girl.
Like in terms of like, is it age?
I think my line is drawn at.
Well, then Zaptai is clearly a pedophile because he was sexually attracted to the physical image of a 13-year-old.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
I stayed out of that whole Zaptai bullshit because I don't agree with the Zaptai shit.
Here's the thing, I don't think that. So like, we're just see differently on it. Like, there's no coming to.
So you don't think Zaptai or
I don't think Zaptai's
Zero.
a pedophile. No.
Wait a second.
But you think Mr. Girl is a pedophile?
I think Mr. Girl
says,
is a 34-year-old man who is sexually aroused by 11-year-old girls. Yes, I think that he's a fucking
he's
pedophile.
not sexually aroused by 11-year-old girls. He's sexually aroused by cuties.
Hold on.
They're 11-year-olds. What the fuck are you saying?
Like he goes around seeing 11-year-old girls coming home from school fully dressed and thinking, yeah, I tap that. You're acting like he's sitting there hanging around outside of school.
But if we dress
saying, yeah,
it's okay. But if we put him in leotards, it's okay. What the fuck kind of logic is that, Jessica?
No, you cannot tell me that a guy who was sexually attracted to a 14-year-old girl is different from a guy who was sexually attracted to cuties. If you think Zero is not a pedophile, then you cannot tell me that Mr. Girl is not a pedophile.
Jessica, the problem with saying sexual attraction, you have to show me that it got to a sexual level with Zero, and the problem is
why would he call her, oh, you're so cute, you're the cutest, oh, I would do anything, oh, I would do more than just pet your belly. Really?
I don't fucking
Really? Have you read all the text messages?
Yeah, actually, I have.
Would you say that to a 14-year-old girl and think it's okay?
Just like.
Would you say no? Answer. Do you think that saying that to a 14-year-old girl is okay?
No.
Do you think that it was just friendly banter?
No.
Do you?
It was inappropriate. It was inappropriate.
The messages are inappropriate, but they're not sexist.
Exactly. Oh my
Not
god.
sexting.
How is? Oh my god. Oh my god. If you are being sexual, if you are being inappropriate,
the
to a
action or
child.
practice of sending sexual explicit photographs or messages via mobile phone. Like if you go through the messages, the ones that are actually sent there, they're not sexually explicit.
But before you two even go on, I want to know like what exactly you're debating. Are you debating like who is or is not a pedophile? Are you debating action?
No, I'm debating.
She's
I'm debating
saying
action
like,
to words. I'm debating action to words.
Hold up. What action? Hold, Crow.
What?
I have a question. What action was done?
For who? For which one? Zero or
Mr. Girl.
For anyone. What action
Girl
was
do
done?
in
Jessica,
the chat?
hold up. Jessica just said, and there was an action versus like thought. What was the action?
I think she's talking about Zero with the action, and I think
what
her.
action?
Well, I guess.
I don't know. I'll let her. I won't speak for her. Go ahead, Jeff.
Oh, are you asking me? I thought you were asking.
What
Crow.
was the action? No, you said the action. What's
for
the action?
Zero? For Zero?
Sure.
Was
Whatever the action
talking in an inappropriate way and being attracted to a 14-year-old girl that he was talking to. That he hurt. He hurt somebody because he was talking to them in a sexual manner that she felt when she grew up and realized what he did was bad. And he hurt her. He hurt a 14-year-old girl. Okay?
What do you say? What do you say that was sexual? What was sexual?
We literally just went over. You don't think
no,
me
please,
to,
no, say
okay,
it, no, say it.
Tell you this. Okay, tell me this. Does this not sound sexual to you? Oh, you're just so cute, like a little kitty when they roll over on their belly. And, oh, I wouldn't let you pet my belly. Yeah, why would I only do that? Right? Why would I only pet your belly? Who would stop there?
We were
Really?
talking about cats.
Oh, no, we're not talking about cats. We're talking about you being just like a cat, and I would pet your belly, but not
What's
only
wrong
your
with
belly.
cats?
They're doing role play. Forget that. That's not important.
No. Forget
they're
the
literally
fucking
doing role play.
How is
They're doing
like
role play.
petting a cat sexual to you?
It's not petting a cat. It's oh my god. Do you think furries touching each other is not sexual?
Depends on the furry. Like if they're doing sex
no, it
stuff.
doesn't. If they're doing sex stuff,
Dude,
okay.
I've been,
so
no,
if
I've been
I
to
put
comic
you on your,
conventions.
if I put you
hold
on your
up,
back,
Jessica, shut
pet
up,
your
shut up.
belly, and then
I've been
start
to
talking. You know
comic
what? Fuck
conventions.
you.
There's
I'm not
furries
doing
everywhere.
this whole Crow.
No, there's furries.
You want
They're
to
not having
dogpile
sex
me?
all the
Fuck
time.
you, Crow. Fuck you, Crow. If that's what you want to do, you were just bitching about Augie or whoever dogpiling somebody, and then you let this bitch come in that I don't even know who the fuck she is to sit there
That's my
and
fucking
ask
wife.
me
Hey,
what's sexual about petting someone's
Take it
fucking
easy.
belly.
Take it easy. Take it
No,
easy. That's my wife. That's my fucking wife. There you go. I don't know.
I muted my mic. Like.
So did I.
Okay.
Like,
Or is the co-owner of the channel. All right.
Yep.
Kayla's his
Yeah.
wife. All right.
I know
muted my
more
fucking
than what you know.
I muted my fucking mic when Kayla got in here, and Aura muted his
so
mic.
yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
No, it's like I'm just asking like the fucking question. Like, because she's talking about sexual acts. Like
No,
talking, it's not a sexual act.
Here's the thing. I didn't jump in, right? Let me just
I
be
know.
very clear. I don't think Katie is a 14-year-old girl, right? I think Katie's a fucking catfish. I think the things that I've seen amount to her being a fucking catfish, right? I'm not going to go into it any further than that. I don't think I need to, right? I think that when somebody comes out and says, hey, I had this allegation against this person, these are all the messages I have, they make a statement, they show up with more messages that they say that they didn't have access to, right? And then they throw in like something that's so much fucking worse than anything that they're able to provide. Right? Like, I've seen that shit happen way too many fucking times for me to sit there and go, oh, like, clearly she's telling the truth, right? When I have 4 other false allegations against the guy. Like, I'm sorry. I think that there's just something there And if you can't show me anything within 7 years, 6 of which none of this had come forward. So, like, he had full access. He was at the top of his game, and nothing happened. There are no stories of him being inappropriate at these fucking conventions like there are of other fucking Smash players, right? I'm just saying something's not fucking adding up, right?
Well, I was trying to get to the thing. That's why I'm like, I don't know why we're harping on the messages so fucking hard. Because, like, I'm trying to make the point. Like, I was like, if we're talking about action, Zero cut shit off with her. And then, like I said, this, like I've said multiple times, there's a display like he learned from his fucking mistake and he doesn't say what he did was okay. Where Mr. Girl is like 30 plus years old and like, you know, say la fucking V. So that's what I was trying to say. Like, I didn't even know what the fuck you two were debating. Like, I was like, why are we even debating who is and isn't a pedophile? I don't know what
we
the
were
fuck.
talking about Mr. Girl, but like she keeps trying to equate Mr. Girl to Zero, and then she tries doing the whole Zero, like he hurt that girl, he hurt her, and I'm like, look, I'm sorry, I think she's making up the Ice Cube story. So for you to like sit there and make an emotional argument about the fucking girl's emotional feelings when I think she is being dishonest. I'm sorry, like, what do you think that's going to mean to me? It doesn't mean shit to me.
I was trying to get to the point, though, of, like, because it's like she's going on about, like, Zero and what he said or whatever, but it's like there was no, like, sexual act, you know? And the thing is, though, that's what Mr. Girl is, like, fine with. As long as there's no sexual acts, you know, he says it's fine. So if she agrees with Mr. Girl...
What she said was, Mr. Girl's not attracted to 11 and 12-year-olds when they're fully dressed, just when you put them in skimpy outfits. The actual fuck.
There was serious communication errors.
Can I speak?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can only be so loud because my parents are in the other fucking room. So
I love you, Red
no,
Steve.
I'm just gonna say, I know you guys aren't gonna like this, but it really should have just been like a Crow versus Jessica with like a moderator, because I can definitely see why she felt dogpiled on. I caught some of the stream. No, I caught some of the stream, and it definitely, I couldn't tell, but people's mics were muted. It did kind of look like a dog pile, and I will say that it definitely doesn't look good considering you guys were apparently earlier talking about Doc being like a bad moderator, talking about.
I agree.
I don't think it was a good.
I mean, I didn't have a moderator though. Like,
I mean, you didn't have to, but it definitely wasn't a good look to let other people come in like randomly. Because I saw how like Alec joined randomly, and like Jessica might have been thrown off guard. I just think it might have
corrected something. Alec corrected something.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying that it's like it for her
I
being
could
the
see
guest.
Redsky's point. It was
no, because you saw how she got upset with Kayla joining, and it's like you guys. She was under the impression that it was going to be a conversation between her and Crow, like it was on Twitter, and I can definitely see why she feels like there was an unfair advantage. Like, and just to be clear, I disagree with her take on the Mr. Girl stuff, but it's like. It definitely was a little bit of a shit show.
Go back to it just being Crow versus Jessica, and I don't know, Aura moderates or something.
People, whatever. She probably had to leave or something. I don't know.
Did she leave? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if she wants to come back and do it, like we could set it up like that.
No, I'm just saying, you guys need to like.
Dude, I
be
didn't know
more
that was gonna
fair.
happen if I left. Maybe I should have stayed, but I don't know. I'm eating food, so good luck.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what even was like being talked about, because it was like all over the place. It's like then it turned into who's a pedophile. Then it turned into like you can't take people's word.
And that's the other problem. Is it's like when more people join, more shit gets added to the conversation until it gets completely derailed.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought it started off good. I thought it started off good, but then it derailed once more people started joining.
Oh yeah.
It derailed like at the beginning.
And I'm just like letting you guys know it's not a good look, especially with what you guys are talking about with the doc on the radio stream.
Oh well, man, fuck it. It's like fucking, I got nothing. Like I was trying to fucking put the shit back in order, but I guess not. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Anyway, I gotta go with my video. Peace out.
Do that too, but I need to stop trying to do that. Never works.
Well, you came in here to do like some fucking corrections, so I didn't think it was a big deal. So
no, yeah,
I don't know.
I wasn't being heard in chat, so.
Yeah,
oh well.
I think Kayla joining was probably we probably should have said Kayla.
I asked 2 questions.
Well, I didn't see anything. I'm looking at the phone, so I don't know. It's not my
I'll be
fault.
honest. When you joined, I just muted my mic so I could like eat really quick.
I just muted because that's what you're supposed to do, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably just sorry. I've had the munchies like crazy today.
What the fuck?
And,
No,
and
dude,
like,
I
I
don't
took a hit before she joined, so I wasn't. I'm sorry. I wasn't taking it as like a serious thing. That's why I was like smoking weed, and I like muted my mic and just eating food.
It doesn't matter. I was like, I don't know. The conversation seemed weird to me because like that's what I'm saying. Like I thought you were on a different topic, and then I think you guys ended up shifting. So like that's what I was confused. I was like, wait, why are we talking about like who is and isn't a pedo now? Like, so that's why I was like, so what is this? Like that's why I was like, I'm trying to throw up like. There's things with Mr. Girl where he does and doesn't clarify. So apparently he says things one place, things in another. So I think I get her point where like he can't be taken seriously because he says the creepy shit he does, even though she thinks it is creepy.
My
Right?
problem is he says the creepy shit, and then he'll turn around and go, "But I'm not a pedophile." Okay.
Well, yeah,
Like,
but like, I think it depends. Like that's what I was trying to say. Like I was like, I think it depends on like the charitability that you really want to give him. But are you comfortable? Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like I think that's the direction it should have went. But like whatever at this point, not like whose is worse and shit like that. So I don't know.
Well, that's how it started, though, I believe, was her opinions that Zero is worse and that Mr. Girl has never done anything and Mr. Girl is essentially a saint.
Well,
No, yeah, I don't know. Well,
that's an
no,
oversimplification.
no, that's not true. She just
Yeah,
says that
she didn't-
Mr. Girl isn't bad as Zero. They're both bad, but Mr. Girl isn't as bad as Zero because Mr. Girl has never acted out on any of the thoughts. My issue is when Zero does a fucking live stream, he's not live streaming about his sexual attractions. He's not talking about any of the shit. Right?
So,
he's playing fucking Smash. Right? Her statement turns into, well, no. If you're watching his streams, that means you're okay with sexting a 14-year-old or having inappropriate conversations with a 14-year-old. Really, that's blatantly fucking dishonest.
So her statement the other day was Mr. Girl makes controversial statements, a bad satire music video in bad satire music videos. Zero talks sexually to an underage girl he knew was underage. There you go. That's the difference. Augie didn't platform someone who did a pedo action. He has platformed someone. He platformed someone who talks about pedo-ish.
Yeah. But like, no, I mean, that's not even the complaint about Augie platforming anybody. It's the fact that this guy says this sus shit that Augie's so against, and it had like no pushback to it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's a different topic. That's a different topic.
Well, it's like she might have said stuff later, but that was like, as far as I know, that was the initial statement. And it's like she doesn't even say like, oh yeah, he says some crazy shit, and that's about it. Zero actually does this shit when Mr. Girl, kind of, what's the word I wanted to use? I don't know. He says that, that's fine. It's kind of almost like being gay is essentially what I get.
He compared it. He compared it to the gay thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like the crazy equivalence. But there, like I said, there's a difference. Zero has shown change and show that you can change from shit like that, or like redemption, if you want to fucking take it or not. The same principle should be applied. Like if somebody can retract something, and that I don't know, some other dumb shit, but it doesn't really matter now. What else? The thing with Mr. Girl is he has acted on impulse.
I was just done when she said fucking. He's not attracted to 11-year-olds when they're fully dressed. He's attracted to 11-year-olds when they put on skimpy clothes and dance and twerk.
That's a bad argument.
I'm like, I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty much done. Like, if anyone wants to criticize me for that,
well, no, I don't.
Like, I started to fucking like snap a little bit there because it's like, what the fuck
No,
did I just
a
hear?
little bit. I was just trying to figure out what she was talking about. You freaking the fuck out. I was like, I was like, wait, explain that. I was like, wait. But no, whatever. Doesn't matter. That's why I was like, I don't harp on the messages because like it's subjective. You're either gonna like it or you're not. Like there's no convincing. Nobody else is gonna see that shit as foreplay. No one else is gonna see that shit as anything else.
Well, let me read these tips. Sorry. Because people in the chat have been complaining. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, you're fine.
Gosh damn. May pass out today, but have been a shit show. If a point is that people can't change, I'm really starting to fucking agree. Literally so fucking tired of people and their fucking blatant dishonesty. Then I get you, but I disagree. I wouldn't get to their level. From Pissed Off Furry. From RFC Fox. I'm feeling like matching the same energy of RFC right now and start timing out people I don't like. Because I respect... Okay, like, no, never do that. But yeah, it's fucking annoying.
Unless it's like spam or docs information, then get rid of it.
Start timing people out I don't like because I don't respect their opinions, lol. Had that little twink bitch and complain about that. IMO, I do think Augie pushed back a bit, but should have been more. GG Evan, the stuff Lyrics likes on Twitter is sexually suggestive at best, and only few are sexually explicit. Okay. I would argue that, 3 or 4 sexually explicit lolicons are just 3 or 4 too many, sir. But I get what you're saying. GG Evan, I'm still digging into Mr. Girl, but his sex blog with teenager girls is a gold mine if we get access to it. Someone actually sent me an image, and I really want to pull it up.
No, please don't. Whatever it is, I don't trust it.
It's like a text conversation.
Okay.
I'll see if I can find it. I honestly have to disagree with the girl here. While I see her side, still having thoughts of being attracted to children is still bad. The guy's still a pedo. Even if he hasn't acted on those thoughts, he still says he's attracted to children is bad. GG Evan. Zero tried to atone for his actions by attempting suicide twice. Jessica, that's the difference between him and Mr. Girl. Also, Mr. Girl is trying to argue about primordial urges from the caveman era without realizing it. He doesn't do his research into this. Look, my issue is Mr. Girl is actively talking about these things when he is doing his content. He's actively promoting this shit when he's doing his content.
Advocacy versus shame.
Yeah, exactly. And he's 34 years old, attracted to 11 and 12-year-olds, right? I understand the
Only
argument.
if they have clothes on.
Yeah, I understand the argument.
No, if they're not on, or if the clothes are off, then it's a no-no. If they're on, it's fine.
Yeah, and see, like, I understand the statements with Katie. And the thing is, if it's true, yeah, it's horrific. My issue is I don't actually believe it. Right? Like, you can, like, sit there and fucking yell at me and criticize me or whatever. I really don't give a shit. Right? That happens all the fucking time. We hear a story where they present you some evidence, make an outlandish claim on top of it, and they never back it up, and, give it some time, and it turns out to be false. Anyways, I just don't believe it. So there's really nothing you're going to do to convince me unless you, like, show me something. I've seen it happen way too many fucking times for me to just sit there and take this person's word when I already have other inconsistencies with their story.
Well, like, not only that,
we didn't even talk about.
Well, I was trying to fucking get into the point where I was like, Mr. Girl says this stuff that, you're supposed to just use willpower to control, right? But he fucking gave in and beat his fucking girlfriend. And then the other day, there's like a clip of him fucking going around where he's like, oh, I committed rape. Fuck it. She was all right with it. Like, dude, like, how is that one guy going to preach impulse control from not fucking kids when he can't fucking control his own impulses as well? Like, we didn't get into that, but like, whatever. That's what I was trying to steer the shit into, like, who has changed and shit like that. Why one isn't, like, not all right when you're a 30-plus-year-old person giving a fucking message like that you have nothing to, like, back up. And like, even if your intention is good, it doesn't mean anything. Like, if it's a fucking crazy message that people could act on, like, I don't know, dude. I feel like the whole thing got lost in translation, but fuck it, whatever.
Well, look, I'm sorry. I don't think we're going to have any sort of actual when she said he's not attracted to the 11 and 12-year-old girls when they're fully dressed.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was like, then you were like, what are you gonna? I was like, you should be like, I don't know, dude. This is crazy.
Dude, I fucking couldn't. I was like, what the fuck did I just hear?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought she was saying you can't. I don't know now. No, I don't know. Whatever.
Go back and watch it. It's fucking insane.
Well, no, I thought it was that you can't really take his word for him saying that they're attractive because he's probably like lying and he says the opposite. I think she was getting that.
Like that's the
Yeah,
thing. There
okay.
are two different arguments being made. One of them
Yeah.
is just like
Well,
substantially
that's
worse
what,
than the other.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know, because like, what was the main point? Were you guys just arguing who's worse?
I mean,
Like,
that's what it
I
turned
think
into,
so.
and that's like, my
I
problem
think that was
is,
actually the premise.
yeah, my issue is, when it comes to Mr. Girl, if you want to tell me you think he's lying, okay, then I'm still not okay with him going to a community that's like has a large portion of minors in it, writing these
why?
fucking messages.
Who even brought up Zero? Who brought up Zero? Because I know she's like, as of today, Mr. Girl, and I was hoping she would go into reasons why she thought today Mr. Girl would be worse or something like that. I don't know. Did she even get a chance to
Because
say
she
that shit?
discovered more shit or whatever. I don't really know. I think maybe it might have been my video that I showed her in replies.
You showed her a video in reply. What
Yeah,
did you show her?
it was the one where he's like saying, yeah, I did rape her. Did I regret it? No.
Oh,
that.
that one, yeah.
No, yeah, dude. I don't
Well,
know.
no,
Mr. Girl, the one.
Hit me up in the comments if you regret it too.
No, it's like what was it? No, that's what like I was kind of like looking or saying in like the chat. I was saying it's just like she's just not very educated on Mr. Girl. I could tell that from like a number of like the things she saw on Twitter. I'm just like, you don't know what's going on, the whole like, yeah, he raped somebody, he beat, his like ex-partner, like, but it's like, oh, but all he does is make music and says some like outlandish things about pedophiles. I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, like he admitted to like domestic abuse over the course of like 4 years. It wasn't like a one incident type of thing.
Yeah,
but I think that was yesterday. I think she was saying like today's different, but like I don't know. I don't even know what the fucking the discussion was even supposed to be about. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's I don't know. Then it became like who says things worse, why one thing is worse than the other. I mean, like Zero acknowledged himself that his fucking texts are inappropriate. So fuck it. Who are like what else is there to establish?
I don't know.
Like there's nothing else to establish. Everyone knows it. Zero knows it. There's no way being like, in terms of not that bad, if you're comparing it to some other shit, like I don't know, the mini lad shit,
I'm
or
not gonna
I
say
guess
it's not that bad. Like if you want to say like we've seen worse, well, yeah, no, we've definitely seen worse. But like, yeah, no, it's still bad. It's still inappropriate. It's just again, I don't think he's a fucking pedophile. Like.
No, I know what you mean. I know, but I think that's where it kind of got lost, because I'm like, people will see those things and they will think that. So I'm like, this is like a subjective topic. So I'm like, I don't know. It's not the right move to pressure it because no one's mind is going to get changed.
No,
you see?
I agree. So like, I can move on from that, right? Like, if you want to think that like Zero is bad and you want to equally condemn them, okay. My problem is like. Zero is like completely persona non grata. Mr. Girl is showing up on fucking live streams.
Yeah.
Okay. So like there's a problem there, right? Like
Same
if you want to tell me
energy.
like if you're gonna tell me that you're not downplaying what Mr. Girl says, look, I'm done with this shit. He's 34 years old. He says he's sexually aroused by minors, and he's like gone into detail about it. I'm done. Like and to like actually come on a fucking stream and say something as fucking insane as, oh, well, like, he's not sexually aroused by all minors, not when they're fully clothed. Like, I don't know, dude.
Well, what was it? He was on Tommy's. He was on Tommy C's. And like, what is it? Like Tommy, he's talking, Mr. Girl's talking about something. And then Tommy brings up, it's like, oh, well, I have kids. I have a daughter. And then Mr. Girl, wasn't it? He's like, I'm uncomfortable now.
Yeah, something like that. So
like
he was
Tommy
explaining
made Mr. Girl uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, yeah. So he was explaining his crazy ideology and shit, and Tommy's like, "That's fucking wild," or something like that. And he's like, "That's crazy because I have like, like a 12-year-old or whatever age he mentioned." He's like, "I have a daughter around that age," and then Mr. Girl's like, "Oh, then I don't really want to talk about this anymore. It's weird now that you brought in your kid into this." So, like, that's what it was. I don't know
because missed that one.
Well, I don't know. Like, I just think personally, like, that's what I was trying to get to the ground of. Like, I wanted to know if, if you think things like that, his ideals and all this crazy shit he's saying, isn't it kind of irresponsible? Because, like, what if some young, impressionable person, right, starts picking that up? Because, what is it? He went on with Pie Man and everything. He cultivates a small audience like that. you know. So I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Remember when Willie Mack said he didn't want to like fully trust like letting Zero back into like the community or making content again? He just didn't want to risk it.
Yeah, that if you would, yeah, if that's
Like
something
when
you're.
you kind of say the same thing here, it's like, you know, it's like he could be like just full of satire, making jokes or something, but it's just like I wouldn't want someone be, you know, saying what Mr. Girl is saying, just out of like safety, because somebody out there, even if he is joking, someone's going to take that seriously.
Well, yeah,
Right?
I don't know.
Isn't that kind of like the comparison there?
I mean, that's a theory, I guess. You know, some people still think this is all satirical. So that's what I'm saying. It's if you're going to give him the benefit of the doubt of like that bullshit. But I'm like, Amos-Yee happened already. There's other people who do that stuff, and it's not tolerated. You know, some random person on Twitter could do what fucking Mr. Girl is practicing. Like there are people on Twitter like no maps and maps, right? And we're disgusted by them. So how is his fucking theory in practice gonna fucking work if we don't want to accept it now? He's like, oh, but you just should. You know, you just got to take them at their word that they're not going to act on it. I'm like, that's an insane gamble that I'm not comfortable making.
Smoke bomb noise.
I think her main argument is like you can't definitively call him a pedophile. You know, is that what she was arguing?
No, she was arguing that actions are worse than thoughts. So like because Zero had actually acted sexually with a minor, what whatever.
He goes to whatever. He's around somewhere.
All right. But yeah, no, because he acted sexual with the minor, that's worse than what Mr. Girl does because Mr. Girl just has these thoughts, right? That was the argument. Then it turned into, well, you know, he doesn't actually have these thoughts. He's just a liar, right? But also, like, you know, I don't know, man. Like, what want me to actually say?
I was just very confused.
No, again, when I hear, you know, it's okay, or like he's not actually attracted to minors. He's only attracted to minors when they're not dressed fully. Like,
yeah. I don't know if that was like her exact point. If she worded it like poorly or incorrectly or something.
Yeah, I think so. But like your better argument was like, oh, he's just lying and you don't believe it. But
because I could go with like the idea of like it's a movie, you know, but I could go with that more than like, well, he's only attracted to them when they're in clothes. I could go with like, well, it's a movie, so it's not real or something. I could go with that more than the other thing.
But again, he doesn't advocate for reform, so
yeah.
No, let me put it like this: he didn't advocate for reform. Then his 3-hour fucking interview with Augie, he changed his stance and said, "Well, you know, depending on how sexual it is, I guess you should go to therapy." Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man! Like, what do you want me to say? Like, this guy should not be in a community that does have a bunch of minors in it. He shouldn't be having one of your streams. He shouldn't be going on his streams unless you're actually going to be putting appropriate pushback on the guy. Like,
yeah.
Like,
no, I'm just kind of like, you know, it's like, because like I said, it's like as much as I don't like saying this phrase, same energy. I don't know, going from like the Zero thing to letting Mr. Girl like have his like conversations and saying all this wackadoo shit. I'm just like, nah.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, again, with Zero, if your stance is you don't want him on the platform at all because of what he did, okay, fine. Look, I can disagree, but that's your stance, right? But then, like, Mr. Girl, like, he talks about this shit. This is his content, right? And you're, like, totally okay with that? That just, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Like, I would actually be in agreement with them on Zero being on YouTube if the guy was, like, doing Super Smash Bros. Streams. And, you know, like, he's firing up a live stream and he's just like, you know, it's actually not that bad to be attracted to 14-year-olds. I mean, like, at that point, you just be like, holy shit, absolutely not, right? Even if he say it's just a thought, I'd be like, no. Fucking no, right? But with, like, Mr. Girl, you know, he's telling you he was sexually aroused by 11-year-old girls. Or like, I think that it was as young as 11. right?
Yeah.
So like, why is that okay when he is actually saying, just come out of the closet, just tell everybody that you're like attracted to fucking minors, it's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
and yeah, and like obviously he was getting a bunch of pushback from technicals and Bowplex for that, right? And then when he does this interview with Augie, he turns around and goes, "Well, no. You know, depending how sexual, you know, then I guess you should like get help." Okay, right? I don't think he's an honest person. I agree with that, but like, I don't see why we're comfortable with this dude saying this shit, right? If you think he's not being honest, then still, why would you want that around you, right? And if it is going to be around you, why wouldn't you like? If the point is that it's so ridiculous, it's content, like then fucking like actually dismantle it, right? I don't see that fucking happening, right? And again, like the same energy argument, I think is just like fucking really stupid, but like, you know, they do make it. I wouldn't even argue this is same energy. Like, if you're gonna say that Zero shouldn't even be allowed to have a YouTube channel, like you should not be doing fucking live stream with Mr. Fucking Girl. And that's it. I mean, like, I don't like. Again, that I don't think that that's like a fucking stretch. And you want to play the argument of who's worse? Fine, right? Fine. Zero's worse than Mr. Girl. Okay. Then you should say, like, you still shouldn't be doing a fucking live stream with the guy. Like, not unless your plan is to actually dismantle him, right? And I don't see that happening. Again, originally the argument was it's all just a joke, right? Now the argument is, oh, it's all just thoughts, okay? What's the argument going to be next? Well, he hasn't actually touched a child yet.
Oh God!
I mean, just what's the next fucking progression on this shit? I'm genuinely fucking curious.
I don't know. It's like that's just Vito's argument. The whole like the non-offending kind of thing. It's like that's like the line, but like where is that line though? Because the non-offending part, because like what is it? Because according to Jessica, she thinks talking to someone is like an action. So how far is that line does it go? Is it like, you know, being like, you know, talking to someone and just saying hi, or how far does that line go as far as that, you know?
Well, again,
like what's non-offending?
Like if he wasn't in communication with actual minors, it'd be a little bit different too. But he is, right? Like he was doing a fucking live stream with Pie Man, right? If you want to say like, well, he did a video where he said he's not a pedophile, okay, but he's got like several others where he's saying he is. It seems like what happens is he gets a little bit too much pushback, so he walks things back, but then he slowly starts to, you know, introduce it again. Right? Like, say he's brave for his fucking insane fucking takes, right? I find that entire group of people blatantly fucking dishonest. Blatantly fucking dishonest. When I see this guy talk, he says this shit is okay. He doesn't advocate for reform. He thinks that this is like okay as long as you don't actually touch a child, right? Just come out of the closet. Because as long as you come out of the closet and you tell everyone that you're, you know, sexually attracted to children, it's okay. I like, what the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? Like, and again, you want to talk about like normalizing fucking pedophiles? I think that would do it, right? I think if you get a large enough group of people together to all come and say, you know, it's okay to be sexually attracted to children, right? Just as, you know, they're not actually doing anything with children. Like, come on. Like, I have to like put on some fucking kid gloves and pretend like I'm gonna be nice and fucking friendly with people when they fucking have these takes. Like, no, I'm not fucking gonna be. I'll be fucking ruthless and mean and nasty. Because it's fucking disgusting what you're fucking doing. It's disgusting what you're putting forward. And again, I'm not saying that, you know, there are specific fucking parties that are advocating for these fucking things. I'm just saying that when you don't provide an appropriate level of fucking pushback when it's being shoved in your face, you're gonna make people think that it's okay.
Well, to go back to, because you guys were talking about this earlier, like the lolly thing, that community does not like the whole lolly thing, you know. To think about that, it's like, well, wouldn't that also just be thoughts? If we're gonna get into the subject, it's like, when like the lolly thing, isn't that just pretend then? But they still act like, of course, it's like, you know, thinking about that is of course just as bad. But now all of a sudden, it's fine for lyrics. But like, or what was their name? But like, but now all of a sudden it's like, I don't know, like the lollies is just imaginary, so it's not an act. So is the lolly thing okay now in this community? Because it's not acting upon it, correct?
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at Jessica spazzing on Twitter about you.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, someone give me Origami's wife's @ so I can block this bitch.
Dude, she's already had me blocked. I blocked her a long fucking time ago because of the RSN shit, and she's one of those like crazy like woke people.
Okay,
I was like,
Kayla, if you guys had bad blood, you shouldn't have jumped into the call.
dude, no, she was being dumb. Like I was saying, is like she, you know, she comes
No,
in here
I
very.
know it was frustrating, but like, you know, you shouldn't have jumped in the call.
I mean, but like listen, I asked like 2 questions and I barely got anywhere. Maybe 3, a good 3. And then she started talking about furries.
Because you were being mean.
She was talking. How was I being mean?
You were very direct and blunt.
Well, yeah, because we weren't getting anywhere. Y'all kept jumping around. I'm like, okay, let's get here. I am very blunt.
Well, I was being nice and courteous up until she said
how
like
I
the
get
fucking
results.
Until she said the fucking the shit about the 11-year-olds. I was like, no.
Well, then she brings up furries. All of a sudden, she's bringing up furries out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was.
It's just it's like, well, what about furries? And it's like furries walk around conventions all the time, giving people hugs. Like they do, some of them do other stuff, but you know that's elsewhere. And that's something I don't want to think about. Apparently, Jessica thinks about.
All right, let me just get these last tips, and we'll jump into a more fun story.
Oh no! What's the fun story?
You just gotta like read these. Just read the tweet that's on the screen.
I'm
okay. Sharing it out.
Okay.
Linda La Loca, thank you for the tip. Jessica is mad pussy whip for Mr. Girl. Big sad. I have no fucking sympathy for these people. For my last tip, I was referring to evolutionary psychology. Look up Dr. Gad Sad if you want to know more about the evolution of psychology and sexual proclivities.
What?
Oh, Gigi Evan.
Yeah, that's a thing though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Zombie Fox, thank you for the tip. Seriously, take the fucking emotion out of these allegations. You think the law, the shit that actually works, would focus on emotions? No. Imagine law being ran by the fucking commentary community. Oh shit. Seriously, so many people would be fucked. Yeah, look. When she was leaving, again, if she's upset, she felt like she was being ganged up on. Like, I apologize. Like, genuinely, I do. I wasn't trying to do that. It's just, you know, or is co-owner of the channel. So I muted my mic. I wasn't like jumping in, cutting her off. And Kayla jumped in. My mic was muted. I was just eating food. But you know, if she feels like that was still ganging up on her, I get it. I'll be frank with you though. I said pretty blatantly that we weren't gonna agree. I think kind of early-ish into that. And you know, again, I'm sorry. Like when you make maybe she worded it wrong, but like we're done. Like we're fucking done at that point. The fucking you know, they're fucking he's not attracted to all 11-year-olds just when they take their clothes off.
Well, despite my bluntness, I was trying to get to like what the point was. Like I was trying to get it to the point. It's like, where are we at? Where's this point going?
Yeah. Now the
'Cause
emotion.
I had no clue. I had no clue what was going on.
Now my thing is though, when she was before she had left, she was going on a bit of a rant where she started with the whole he hurt a 14-year-old girl. I said like at the beginning, I don't believe that that's true. I think the Ice Cube story is made up. If the Ice Cube story is made up, then like you would have to question how traumatic it was if that didn't actually happen. All you have are those screenshots, right?
Yeah. Well, there is a point. There's a point in like the Twit longer that I've read that I'm not exactly going to point out directly, but saying that she was like hurt and traumatized kind of contradicts a statement in her Twit longer.
Or she said she saved the messages because they reminded her of happy times. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like good memories.
I didn't
like,
even, like look,
prosperity.
I haven't
So
had a
I'm kinda, like
chance-
contradicting statements.
I never had a chance to actually talk to anybody like that opposed it about the Zero thing. Thing is, with Katie's story, there are many inconsistencies with her story, with her accusation, and they were pointed out when that girl came forward originally. There, like she was not believed when she came out. Yeah, of course there were some people, but like in general, like she was largely being discredited right at the beginning. And that continued on for a little bit up until Zero confesses, right? And I get the confession, but again, he also confessed to things that we know did not happen. He apologized to people that he knows was lying about it. I mean, then if you want to say, well, I don't believe the suicide argument, I think that that's, like drama baiting or something stupid like that.
Is it suicide baiting?
Yeah, suicide baiting or something.
He didn't succeed. The John Swan way. He didn't succeed. Therefore, it's a suicide bait.
My problem is he tried. He tried twice. The second time I think is when the cops actually got involved because I think the first time he got talked down. But like, my problem is he's clearly suicidal. So my explanation doesn't have that many leaps in fucking logic. The way the fucking believing Katie's story that has obvious fucking holes in it does. But again, when you lose your fucking outrage bait, I get it like takes away some sort of moral goodness you feel about yourself. I just don't give a shit. I don't fucking care. I'm 31 years old. I'm very cynical. I've seen this shit happen way too many times. You're like
old man crow.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're gonna like hit me up with this emotional fucking bullshit, no. It works on me. Don't get me wrong, but it seems very obvious here. So, yeah, those arguments don't really play too well for me, and I'd rather jump into something funny. I don't know why I have so many notifications on Twitter. Did I get tagged in something? Oh my gosh.
Someone fighting.
I just muted and was eating food. And you called my co-owner's wife. Honestly. Fuck off. There we go.
Were my questions that bad? Were they that hard hitting?
I guess. Jeez. Face fucking. Alright.
She tried to villainize furries. I'm just saying.
Damn. Stop it, Kayla. Deranged and paranoid GameSpot producer doesn't afford creative agency to writers to tell personal stories about friendship. Everything is either flaming gay or it was censored. So this is a GameSpot producer, right? And I guess that they're saying that it's Luca didn't have the boys in a sexual romance, and they're saying that they did that because being gay is too adult. When in actuality, the story is based on a straight relationship with his friend growing up in Italy. I thought that was fucking hilarious. I love that shit. I see this all the time, like especially with like anime. Like anime is probably the biggest one. You'll have two boys in a friendship, and immediately everybody goes, they must be gay, right? Fucking Captain America and Bucky Barnes, gay, right? Cap must have a boyfriend. I remember that campaign. I remember that shit. I think there's like a Bounty in the Comics article talking about how J.K. Rowling victimized, according to a Marvel Comics editor or writer or some stupid bullshit like that. And this is a guy who said, "We will not have equality until Captain America has a boyfriend." And I'm like, why? Why? Like, honestly, why?
Hello, Origami.
What's up, Aura?
What's up?
Not
Nothing much.
I'm just
Crow's showing us something funny, or so he says.
This is a GameSpot producer, right? And she's upset because, okay, so it's interesting how Disney allowed Turning Red to showcase the developing straight sexuality of a teenager, considering how they stopped Luca from doing the same for homosexual sexuality for teen boys. It showcases how homosexuality is seen as inherently more adult when it's not. Now, the reason why is because the two boys in Luca aren't gay.
Okay.
Right? But you have a GameSpot producer who saw two boys in a friendship and was like, they must be gay, and Disney isn't making them gay. This is offensive. This is wrong. I love this shit. And I was saying, like, you see this shit all the time. Like, fucking Captain America and Bucky Barnes, right? Like, do you remember when that movie was coming out? And they were like, Cap must have a boyfriend, right? Like, I think fucking Disney had the fucking, Cap had to have a boyfriend. Elsa from Frozen had to have a girlfriend. You remember that shit? Dude, I remember that shit. That was fucking annoying as fuck. Oh, God. Anyways.
I don't care.
No,
they can be either. They can be either or. Disney can do whatever decide they want. I don't know. It's just kind of dumb. It's like I don't care if they're either or. I don't see why it's a big deal to have more or less of either one.
No, but my point is because like the movie is not about a homosexual relationship, right? It just isn't.
Oh, it shouldn't
right?
be. It's a Disney movie.
I mean, this Jesse person is just reading something into it that doesn't exist, right? And because she did that, she invented a made-up problem and got upset about it.
Yeah.
Did she get ratioed?
No, look, she got 151 likes.
Just being stupid.
No, but it's just fascinating to me. She made up a problem in her head that didn't exist because she's too stupid to actually look this shit up for herself, right?
I don't even think she watched the Luca movie.
I don't think she did either.
She's a fake fan.
I watched Luca like 5 times. This bitch doesn't even know what happened. She didn't even know how it ended. She didn't even know the main point of the story.
I didn't watch Luca at all. This is not important.
No, I didn't either.
Which one? What was Luca? Because honestly, I thought Luca was the other
It's
one.
like the mermaid, I think.
Wait, like Luca's a mermaid?
I think it's about mermaids. Hold up to Disney Plus.
Wasn't Luca the thing that it was like the Avatar and there's a dragon and something like that? Wasn't Luca?
No, wasn't that the Chinese one that they did?
Yeah, it's like a fish boy. It's a fish boy and an ox. Yeah, hold up. They're like fish boys together.
Okay. So
they
what was
swim around. I actually don't know what they are now that I'm looking at. Are they lizards?
Okay, well, what was Encanto then?
It was about a magical house.
Okay.
It was Spanish from Cuba.
Okay.
Or Colombia.
Wait, they were Colombian?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Assume they were Mexican.
No.
Racist.
Yeah. What? Like, I didn't look into the fucking
Fran's
movie.
racist
I don't
exposed.
fucking care. Jesus. What's the difference?
What?
See, now
They're not.
that's racist.
It doesn't. All right. Well, it doesn't matter. So let's see.
They're all
Interesting.
racist against each other. That's the difference.
You know what though? I think isn't that true though? Like,
Yeah,
cause,
it definitely is.
because here's the thing. I think it's the same amongst Arabs too, right? Like,
bet.
you know, dude, believe me, Iranians are not really liked amongst Jordanians, and Palestinians aren't really liked amongst anyone, and the Syrians are disliked, and the Afghanis are like not liked at all, and then the Lebanese people, and then the Egyptians are just seen as thieves. Like, it's
That's kind of cool.
thing.
Like a whole bunch of rogues.
No, like a whole bunch
Come
of like dirty
on.
pickpockets. Like, being a thief is not a good thing.
Like Aladdin.
No.
You got a Disney movie.
Shut up, dude. You know what? You know what they do to fucking thieves in the Middle East?
Yes, that's if you get caught, though.
What they were trying to do with Jasmine. I'd assume.
You're a good rogue. You won't get your hands chopped off. You
No,
get to keep your feet,
it's only
too.
one hand at a time. So, you know.
Good. They only have two. Got two
What
shots.
else are we talking about?
They can
What
still
else are we
use the
talking
one
about?
to pickpocket.
What else are we talking? What is this Disney thing? What else are we talking about? What else we
Disney.
got?
We're talking about Disney. It's a very fun story that Crow pulled up for us.
Oh, okay.
Shut up,
I was like, we've been on this fucking screenshot for a minute. What the fuck are we talking?
Look at the screen. Look at it.
Okay. Hold on.
What
fuck
is
is this?
this? It's a lady with titties and then the gay frog man.
Okay, look. Do you see it yet? Because I don't have it zoomed in, so you may not see
I
it.
see tits.
You just see tits? Or do you
I
see
see
it?
tits.
I see somebody who looks like Spectre a little bit with better skin. What's up? And then yeah, some chick with tits.
Okay, now do you see it?
Yeah, dude, I saw that
there's a
forever ago.
dude. There's a dude, yeah, in the corner.
Like her child. Or at least it's short. It looks short enough to be a child. I shouldn't judge.
No, that's her kid.
Okay, that is our kid.
That's her fucking kid. This woman, that's insane.
What's up with the other picture?
That's just angry Alex Jones.
Is he in jail?
No.
I thought he was in jail.
Wait, why is he?
No,
I thought he was.
no, it's not Alex Jones. He just got deplatformed, like sort of.
Oh, that other. Well, no. I thought he got thrown in jail too. This guy, this one.
No, I'm pretty sure.
No.
The other Alec, or Alex.
Yeah, no. It ain't him. As far as I know, anyway. What the hell is this? Netflix waiting for the war to end to make a movie about a black Ukraine guy falls in love with a transgender Russian soldier. What the fuck is this?
Dude,
There's a meme.
A love story.
This is the most random shit I've seen. And here's the thing. It's from fucking Elon Musk. It's got a million likes on it. Funny as shit.
I guess. I don't know, dog. Doesn't make any sense.
Dude, it's just Netflix, right? They're gonna have a movie about a black Ukrainian who falls in love with a transgender Russian soldier.
Oh, well, I guess so. What else you got?
Fuck, man. Okay, how's this? Skiff guy telling people to go flag and report technicals for harassment.
That's not funny.
Harassment for what? Harassment for what?
I don't know.
Let's say it.
Harassment for what? What do you mean? What does he say? Like, fucking.
Oh, you
What's underneath? I
I
can't
need
see it.
context.
Hold on.
There we go. Read it for
You
the
know,
chat.
you can also go to the channel to YouTube, mention his main channel as well. Complaining on Twitter won't be enough. It just encourages him as his brainless following. You have to hit it where you have to hit him where it hurts and deplatform him where he makes his money. But like, why? What happened? What's going on?
I don't know. Like an esports caster.
Okay.
Esports?
Seeing technicals is really bored and uploading harassment campaigns. You can actually report the tweet among a few others. I don't know what he's talking about. If he's talking about that one that one fucking oh my god, that chick
Oh, the
he
band,
raised like
band that. Oh,
$1,000 for her. He raised like $1,000 for her
oh,
to get like speech fucking classes or some shit.
who?
I don't remember her name. It was a female like sportscaster. Like she would do it. She was an announcer.
Dara, I guess. Is that it?
Yeah,
Dora?
something like that. So I'm assuming
The
that's what that's
Explorer?
in reference to.
I guess.
Store the Explorer. Her English is fine.
Well,
Yeah, well, it's like Duragma or whatever her name is. I don't know what it is.
You know what? I'm very disappointed in Tacticals. How dare he accept this woman?
Well, I mean, I'm just assuming that's what it's about. That's the only thing he's been really talking
Oh,
about.
is this what this is? Oh, okay.
Hey, did you guys see this story?
Is that real?
Something.
It's just
Yes.
a tabloid.
It's the Daily Mail, I think. Yeah,
Isn't that like a tabloid fucking site?
Daily Mail
I mean,
isn't a
there's
tabloid. What
plenty
the
of
fuck are you
fish,
talking about?
though.
That's not like some fucking tabloid fucking. Isn't Daily Mail like just full of shit and fake news?
No, just sometimes.
What?
I mean,
Like, so
no,
it is
it's plenty of fish. It's plenty of fish, though. This isn't Tinder. Like, who uses plenty of fish?
Iranian woman 21 lures man.
The Iranians use plenty of fish.
Are you sure?
Lures man she met on dating site Plenty of Fish to Vegas hotel, blindfolds him and stabs him in the neck in retaliation for a drone strike that killed General Qasim Salami in 2020.
Salami? Oh, I'm sure I shouldn't. Okay, I shouldn't chuckle. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Why are you sorry? I fucking said it.
The man. No, the man.
Why are you
I think has
apologizing to an
aspired.
Iranian warlord?
His last name is Salami. It's very sad.
It's Soleimani. What the fuck you mean? Jesus.
I heard Salami.
Because I said salami.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you said Salami.
Okay, all right. Listen, I think that this happened. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're telling me we got their general, right? And we lost some lonely fucking loser that was using plenty of fish in 2021 or 2. I don't know. I think it probably happened in 21.
It says 2020 right there.
Well, no,
Yeah,
it was
right
reported in 2022, but like the murder maybe happened in 20. Either way.
But how could it happen? Wait, how could it happen in
okay.
2021?
Okay, listen. This guy was using
What happened in
fucking
2020?
plenty of fish instead of Tinder. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just saying, probably not the brightest person. Okay.
I think this is a tabloid. I don't know if this is even real.
No, I'm pretty sure this
Google
is real.
search the title. See if it pops
Google
up
search
anywhere.
The title.
No, yeah, but I
horrible
don't.
and good.
I don't care though, like enough about it to do that. Like, but I'm almost positive that's like I don't know, dude.
This is her.
Okay.
Okay.
I just saw her like 2 seconds ago in a mugshot and in like an Instagram photo. But this time she's on a car.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Profile. Dude, the memes are funny.
okay, fine. The memes can be funny. I don't know, dude. Whatever. I don't care. It's whatever.
But is
if
it
you think
real,
it's real,
though?
it's real.
I'm pretty
whatever.
sure it's real. You got me questioning it now. Hold on, let's check. Okay, guys. All right, chat. Let me ask you: 1, you think it's real? 2, you think it's false? I'm gonna look it up right now.
Who the fuck is even Orbital and good? I don't even know who that person is.
They're a funny account. You don't know anything.
Yeah, are you sure? I think you took it as a like real fucking thing. I was like, there's a reason it's a screenshot and not a link.
Ah ha 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 ha! It is totally real. It's totally
Is it real?
Yeah, it's totally fucking real.
Yeah,
There
you're
you go.
sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You want to keep questioning me? Los Angeles Magazine, CBS News, NBC News.
Don't you like
Daily
shit on
News,
CBS and NBC?
Fox News, New York Post.
Okay, all right, I get it. So everybody's saying
No,
it, so it's
that
got to be
Fox
real.
said it. I believe it.
Yeah,
Shut up! They're all saying it. It
yeah, they're all
happened.
saying.
All
Did
right.
anyone say allegedly?
Leave me alone.
Crew.
Okay, okay. Who did she stab? Did she actually get somebody important?
What?
That's what I'm wondering. What?
Salami man. The salami man. She stabbed the salami man, and apparently he died.
We killed the salami man. She killed some dumbass in a hotel room. I'm trying to figure out who she killed. Jesus Christ.
Cooper and the man. I don't even think it says where the fuck is he? Stabbed whom he met online in relationship between 2020 Iranian, blah 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 blah. Deadly weapon and burglary. CBS Las Vegas affiliate. Class TJ Cooper blah.
They were having sex, so she had sex with him too. Then turned off the lights. Several minutes later, the man felt the pain on the side of his neck.
Well, I guess we'll never know who he is.
Or
it was first.
Jacobin reportedly
He tried to stab him.
the man in the neck for revenge against U.S. troops for killing Qasim Soleimani in 2020. Police wrote in a report.
We killed salami. I get it now.
Damn, I said it like, God. She didn't kill anybody important. She literally killed some random guy on fucking Plenty of Fish. I mean, like,
what the fuck, dude?
That man had a family.
Awful.
Wait,
no, that guy's like the most
shouldn't have a
unlucky
family.
motherfucker.
No, he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have a family if he's on Plenty of Fish.
The most unlucky motherfucker, right? She was just looking to kill somebody. That was it. She just wanted to kill somebody.
You just fucking no. She was just killing somebody. She killed nobody. So whatever. I guess.
I mean, no. Look, I don't know who.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I figured it out.
Completely fucking random.
No, I know. I figured out what you meant. She killed some random over like a political purpose, and it doesn't really make sense. It would have made sense if it was like an official or some shit that she like lured over there,
or a military guy or something.
Yeah,
something.
Yeah. No, yeah, I figured out what you meant. Fuck.
I didn't mean that the guy that died was nobody. I didn't mean it like that.
It's fine, whatever. You can say whatever you want. Somebody's gonna take it like that.
Take it like trouble.
I mean,
you know what's really unfortunate?
What?
The most unluckiest man had all these like brushes with death, and they died at the age of 86, but no one knows how he died.
What? Why?
It's weird.
I don't know. It's just not said. It's not said what he died of. I guess he just died in his sleep. But he had like train derails, his car caught on fire, and he all lived, and everyone else around him died.
That's incredible.
Yeah. But then no one knows how he actually died, though. Survived all this shit, and then poof.
Well, it's probably because he's old and they don't give a shit, and they're just like, whatever, he's old and gone. It's normal. So, probably a reason right there.
Cared about him in his 20s when the train derailed, went into the water, and a bunch of people drowned, and he survived. I bet he killed all of them. I bet he was a serial killer. That's probably what happened.
What the fuck? Oh my god, that'd be brilliant.
It would be. It would be. I shouldn't talk ill of the dead, but it's a great hypothesis.
Can you imagine if the Dahmer parties were literally just like a cannibal cult, and they derailed the train so they could eat everybody?
What?
What the orchestra dropped it? No.
The Dahmer party. They're the people that the train derailed. They got trapped in the snow and they ate each other to survive.
That's
vaguely familiar, but I don't know what you're talking about. I was reading.
I think he's thinking about something else. There was some historical thing where they were traveling along America, and then they were running out of food, so they ate the dead.
Like fucking Jeffrey. No. It's it's a train story.
Oh, it's a cult?
I don't know.
No, it's not an actual cult. Literally, they were going through the winter, and the train derailed or got stuck, and so they were sitting in the train. It was freezing cold. They had no food, and nobody was coming to pick them up, and they got hungry. This is a famous thing. I just can't remember the name. The Donner Party. Yeah, no, Louis Caliber. Thank you.
Dahmer.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Dahmer.
The daughter party, though.
I'm gonna pull up the Donner Party after this, but this is an important story. This is sad. So, Russian piano prodigy 20 who was due to make his Canadian debut at the Montreal Symphony Orchestra, is dropped after people emailed to complain despite him being outspoken against the war in Ukraine. So he just got like he because he is Russian, he lost his spot. That just for being Russian, that sucks. Like that just seems like blatant racism. Okay, well, I guess you're okay with that. Laura, I guess you're also okay with that.
Oh no, I'm just reading it again. I'm like, did you read that correctly?
Yeah, or you should drop that. I don't know, man. That sucks. I guess I don't know what to say. Fuck it.
Okay,
well,
first, before we get into like why it matters, this motherfucker looks exactly like Pyrocynical.
Does he?
Uh-huh.
I don't. Does he?
Just because of the floof hair? Just because of the floofy hair up on top?
Have you seen Pyrocynical lately?
Not
Crow
lately.
just thinks all white people look alike.
I don't know, man. If you say he looks like Pyro, then that's fine. I don't know.
Like
I guess I can see
stereotypical
it.
white blonde male.
Okay, but
that's the reason you got a problem with it. I was like, dude, I don't know. It sucks and all.
No, he looks
but
like Pyro. I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares. He looks like Pyro.
yeah, okay. So anyways, look, you know,
Being a furry suit.
this is the thing. I think that they're like I think it's wrong when you're at war or you're talking about going to war or anything about that, and you start attacking people from that nation directly, right? Like, I mean, this kid is against the war. He is just Russian, right? So he just lost his spot. He doesn't support the war. Like, what happens? He goes back to Russia now as being against Putin. Like, dude, these people are fucking awful. Like, they're just saying, like, if you're Russian, you're bad. Someone said, like, I guess there was somebody in Eastern Europe, and he was just standing with a whole bunch of bodies of Russian soldiers. And, like, it just seems like the propaganda is being amped up to, like, this insane degree. And they're really trying to justify just, like, outright hating the very idea of being a Russian. It's a little fucking creepy to me. I said McCarthyism was gonna hit, but like this is, you know, what was it? World War II, right? We took the Japanese and we round them up, put them in internment camps, and like we go like, well, that's wrong. They're American citizens. Yeah, like this guy's not an American citizen, but like it just seems weird to me that you would target somebody specifically for their nationality when they're on record as being against the fucking war that you're also against. It seems like you would want to promote this person, especially if you're like strongly against that war. Instead, they're just like, no, he's Russian, so he's bad. Like, that's a tactic. That's a tactic, and I'm just not okay with it.
Oh yeah, dude. It's I don't know. I think we all agreed on this one. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, but like, you remember the whole thing where they were like, something about Russian cats were going to be banned from cat competitions. They're like, we have to do something. So they banned
get rid of the Russian blues.
Yes, they did. They did.
The kitties.
Well, the ones specifically that are born in Russia. And I'm like, okay, this is really fucking stupid. If you want to do something, donate some fucking money. Don't like sit there and ban kitty cats because they were born in Russia. Like, it's really stupid. It's really fucking stupid.
Dude, this whole thing like started off on social media when like what was it? Like who was it, the Ukraine's Twitter account that was like saying get Russia banned from Twitter?
Yeah, no, that was like
once this like stuff started, there was like something like that. There was like something about that where it's just like, oh, like either Russia's account or the word Russia banned from Twitter.
No, it was the account. They have an account.
It was the account.
And the
Okay,
Ukraine
yeah, it was one of those ones. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm like, why is that important? Getting it banned on a social media, like I whatever, I don't care in a way, but I'm just like, I think there's more important things than getting an account banned from a social media platform.
Okay, so I think this is the only other Yeah, I think that's okay. This is just a
Oh
funny
no,
thing.
not this thing.
This thing is funny. Yeah, it's cute. Okay, so I thought this was insane. This is the host of The View, and they're calling for like professional like DOJ investigations into Tucker Carlson and Tulsi Gabbard. And the way that they're talking is just like, bro, I was saying like a little bit ago, like people really need to get familiar with what McCarthyism is, because you're gonna see it hitting in full force. And they're basically just saying like Tulsi Gabbard is being like a Russian propagandist, and so the DOJ needs to investigate her. And I'm like, well, first off, like let's say that she is, right? And she isn't, but let's say that she is. We're not at war with Russia, right? Like you can't actually like argue that people are providing aid to an enemy that doesn't exist until we actually declare war on them. But also, she like there's this whole statement about biolabs existing over there, right? And to my understanding, they do. She was called like a liar and a traitor and some stupid shit, and she posted like actual government documents, right? Like websites from the government confirming the existence of the biolabs. And it makes sense because it's like, oh well, they're there to test and research, specific diseases. I'm like, okay, and you were doing that in Ukraine and they exist. Like, she said that, it's true, she provided the evidence for it, and these like psychotic bitches are like, she must be investigated. Like, this is straight like McCarthyism. Like, this is like 100% McCarthyist.
Question.
What's up?
Is she related to Paul McCarthy?
No. Do you know not? Do you not know what McCarthy is?
Melissa McCarthy?
No. Oh my God.
It's Melissa McCarthy.
Banned.
Stop. Okay, quick history lesson, everybody. In the 50s, there was I believe it was a senator. I forget his first name, but his last name was McCarthy, and he was on the hunt for communists, right? And it was like they would label you a communist and it would destroy your entire career, right? There were like actors who were accused of being communist by McCarthy, and they like were completely blacklisted in Hollywood. You couldn't hire them because if you hired them, then that meant that you were also suspected of being a communist. And he opened up bogus investigations into people, accusing them of being communist. It was the whole Red Scare, right? So what you're seeing right now is there is a narrative on Ukraine in this country. There is an official narrative on Ukraine, and you have people questioning that narrative who actually have platforms to do that effectively. Tucker Carlson having millions of views each night, and Tulsi Gabbard being a former I think she's a former congresswoman. They both have sizable platforms. They both have influence. They both have, whether you agree or disagree that they deserve it, they both have some credibility to their names. And them questioning what the actual narrative is on Ukraine is obviously not helpful to the U.S. interest in Ukraine. So because they're doing that, you have like the fucking View turning around and actually saying that they need to have official DOJ investigations into these people. And it's just the most psychotic thing possible. But this is a clip of it. I'm just going to let it play here.
An incredibly relevant question.
So not the
and
Beatles.
I think DOJ, in the same way that it is setting up a task force to investigate oligarchs, should look into people who are Russian propagandists and shilling for Putin. That's being, if you are a foreign asset to a dictator, it should be investigated. In fact, I remember when Tulsi Gabbard, and I even hate that we're discussing it because I think to myself, who is this woman? She's she's no longer in Congress. She's a failed presidential candidate. Yeah. She only practically exists on Twitter, and
so again, like they're not going to address what she actually said, right? They're just going to accuse her. Well, first off, they're saying like she has no relevance. Why are people taking her seriously? She's a failed presidential candidate, which I love because fucking Hillary fucking Clinton, like that bitch is a twice, several times failed candidate in many things, and still has much relevancy. I think it's a bullshit argument. You got it wrong, Crow. Didn't watch that Razor Fist video about Hollywood always being red. It explains the McCarthyism lie everyone believes. I mean, look.
Melissa McCarthy's better.
Yeah. My issue is maybe
Melissa.
Gigi Evan, maybe you're right. My problem is what I'm seeing right now is textbook what McCarthy was accused of doing. So, look, it was a different time back then. You're going to tell me all of Hollywood was actually communist. I mean, look, I'm willing to believe that there were communists in Hollywood back in the 50s, but all of it, dude, 1950s America was a different time altogether, right? It's Hollywood of back then is not the Hollywood of today. Today, I fully believe that everybody in Hollywood's, either a communist or they're flirting with the idea. I just don't think it's the same. But thank you for the tip.
The fact that we're giving her oxygen is what makes her relevant, that we're talking about her on Hot Topics. But on the other hand, how do you not call out something that is repeating false Russian propaganda and that has been brought down?
They used to arrest people for doing stuff like this. If they thought you were colluding with a Russian agent, if they thought you were putting out information or taking information and handing over to Russia, they used to actually investigate stuff like this. And I guess now, there seems to be no bars. And
I mean, I find this shit like so fucking evil, right? Like maybe I'm the only one. I find it completely fucking evil what these like fucking nasty women are talking about. I mean, you have the right to question what people in power are doing, and I'm not saying that fucking Russia's going to tell you the truth. But like the idea that the United States is going to be completely honest about their actions overseas when we know that that's literally never been the fucking case. I mean, yeah, look, I think it's fucking stupid. Again, and as far as like Tulsi Gabbard goes, she 100% like shows actual evidence for what she is saying. But they're still saying that everything that she is saying has been debunked, which is, it seems like just so weird to me that you would try to make that statement. Here, let me just pull this up really quick and we'll move on to the next topic. But, there we go. Just make sure. Yeah, I didn't have it pulled up ahead of time, and that's my problem. Alright, here we go. So, this is like the thread, right? And you can see here, Pentagon fact sheet has numerous statements directly and indirectly confirming the existence of such biolabs. So, this is a media.defense.gov article, right? And
yeah,
I mean, my problem is, our own government is confirming what she is saying is true, right? And meanwhile, you have like The View, and you have other people doing it too, where they're like, yeah, look, see, U.S.-Ukraine partnership to reduce biological threats. I mean, it's true. Like, I don't think the biolabs are what Russia are saying they are. Like, why would you fucking lie about this? I don't get it. I don't get why they lie about things that are so easy to verify that they're lying about them. Is it like an addiction, right? Like, me, I gotta smoke weed when I see weed. Is it like them? They when they're talking, they just gotta lie because it's just it's just who they are.
You can't get addicted to weed.
Well, no, but I mean, like, I just
It'd
like smoking
it'd
weed.
be like your brother on coke.
Oh, okay.
soon as he gets money, he has to spend it on coke.
All right, I just wanted to play this.
Go ahead, play it.
Do not worry,
By the way, I
citizens.
could hear
I
none of
am
the
here
last
now. What seems to be the problem?
Superman, thank God you're here. You're not gonna believe this. This is the worst yet.
Let me guess. Did Lex Luthor escape from prison?
No, even worse.
Really
Inflation
quick,
is up
so-
almost 8%.
What?
Yeah, due to years of misguided congressional spending and international conflict, gasoline is almost up $1. What are we gonna do?
Well, say, friend, you point me in the direction of this inflation fella, and I'll give him a piece of my mind.
Yeah, well, it's not really a tangible thing.
So it's a ghost of some sort.
And no, it's more of an economical byproduct of financial mismanagement and misguided political decision-making over the course of the last couple decades.
Oh. All right.
So, what are you gonna do?
Have you tried buying an electric car?
Electric? It's the 1960s.
Listen, if a plane is falling out of the sky, I can catch that. That's really my area of expertise. This, I really don't think I can do anything here.
But you're Superman. You could do anything. You don't have like an inflation-lowering laser beam you can shoot at you? Don't answer that.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry about this. If you have a cat stuck in a tree, just call my name out. I'll hear it.
Yeah, real big thanks, Superman. God, tax season's gonna kill me.
You could always just not pay them.
What? No, you have to pay it. Wait, have you been paying your tax?
Up and away!
Okay, see, look, that gave me plenty of time to get this heated up. That was
Okay.
totally worth it.
Okay. What was
Christ.
that? I was so confused. I had no idea what's happening.
It was just a
It's
stupid
like a
video.
distraction.
Yeah, it's just a quick
Okay,
distraction.
whatever.
Oh, God.
And it was funny, too.
It's the worst.
Okay, so this is from the Flashcast. Nick went off about this whole Damon Mills
Oh
situation.
my God, what is he wearing? He looks like he's in
Looks
one
like
of those
Crow.
like wrestling unitards or something.
He looks like Crow, and he used to wear the wife beater.
What?
Oh
No, he
no. You kind of, yeah, he kind of does though. A little pastier.
Yeah.
I don't
What are
know
you
whose
doing?
nose is bigger though.
What are you doing, Crow? Play the thing.
Oh, sorry.
He's huffing and puffing.
The
Oh my God.
accusations against Vic, all of them,
yeah,
amounted
right, I
to
can't
a
hear this.
literal hug after spending an hour in a line. And they said that his hugs and kisses on the forehead or cheek were non-consensual and therefore sexual assault. Damon Mills was touching a 15-year-old's penis without consent. He's
Yes.
touching a 15-year-old's penis. And by the way, Damon Mills claimed
I want you guys to know, when Nick joined the stream, we were all fucking wasted.
Yeah.
An hour into the stream, we had already had 5 shots.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was. And
Yeah.
Nick didn't join until like 2 hours in.
Yeah.
Because when Nick joined, Flash upped the roll to $100 a shot from 50. And people kept super chatting him. And people would super chat him 200, so he would have to take 2 shots. And it was pretty messed up. Anyways, like, I think when they were going over the Damon Mills thing, I was kind of like, I think I was like a little bit in recovery mode. So this is like my first time hearing it in full, completely sober.
seems to be clear
You know,
that it was consensual. But guess what? A 15-year-old can't.
He's still
consent to
15.
He cannot
Yes.
consent to having his penis touched. Damon Mills is touching a. By the way, he fucking admits to touching a kid's penis. And he just says, well, the kid agreed to it. I'm sorry, Damon. That's called fucking statutory rape, you fucking pedophile. These
Yes.
people will protect
You
him
shouldn't be
over and
saying
over
this with
and
the
over.
wife beater on.
Wait, what?
You shouldn't be saying this with the wife beater on. It's not a good look. It just
Why?
doesn't look. It doesn't look good.
No, I think it's.
He looks like a crazy man.
No, look.
Yeah, it looks like he worked like 15
He's
hours. I'm like, I
Look,
He looks
look.
all rosy faced and everything.
Okay, so like this Damon Mills thing is really fucked up because again, the kid has evidence. He's an adult now, just to be clear, because this happened 2015 when he was 15. I think it's like 2021 now. I think.
2023, dog.
But Damon Mills threatened him with legal action, and he's withdrawn his accusation. Just to be clear. So I don't know what was stated by Damon Mills. The kid did provide evidence of what he was saying, but yeah, I think it is interesting because again, nobody at Funimation wanted to make an actual statement about the guy, even though they believe all victims.
Well, what are you talking about? Like fucking Monica and fucking Marchie and shit. They started their own podcast with being Vic's victims, and where were they when this fucking kid came out? Right?
Yeah, nowhere.
Like where were they for this story?
Well, they're friends with this guy, or at least they're on friendly terms with him. Because again, this is one of the guys that came out against Vic Mignogna, and when they were making their statements, he was like liking their shit. When he put out his condemnation of Vic, Monica Rial liked it and left him a little heart thing. So like they at least know, or at least they've seen each other. Right? They work on the same fucking show. So I'm I would say that they're at least on good terms. I'm trying to be like, even if I'm like as super charitable as possible, at the end of the day, they chose not to condemn this person who they have a pretty good relationship with, and just seem to really not care about the person that's making the accusation, which is really fucked up. It really is. I saw that like somebody tried to like argue that the only reason why people cared was because Damon Mills was gay. They didn't care that he was like fucking touching a kid because he was gay. And yeah, it's just really fucked. Gigi, I have a link for the tip. Did you see Iran bombing one of our bases in Iraq? Yeah, I saw that, and like, dude, I mean, that's to me, that's an attack on us. I think that you should defend yourself an attack on us. I think that's a moment to actually be strong. So I'm sure Biden isn't going to do shit because he's on his hands and knees barking like a good little boy so that Iran gives us some really cheap oil as they, attack us. I think it's a great idea to give Iran money for oil right now so that they can then use that money to make more missiles to then shoot at our fucking consulate. I think that'd be great. That makes sense. Anyway, so let me keep playing.
Because they never once cared about victimhood, because someone who gets a goddamn hug or a kiss on the cheek or forehead is never a victim. They might like, oh, I don't like to be touched or whatever. That's not a victim. A kid who gets his penis touched by a fucking piece of shit like Damon Mills is a victim.
Yes.
And these people are fucking lying. They've been fucking lying for 3 years because they didn't want Vic in the industry. It was never once about a victim. It was never about sexual assault. It was never about fucking anything other than we don't like Christian popular man in our space.
Yes.
They want leftists. They've always wanted leftists. That's all that's left at Funimation. They want kid touchers. They fucking love people like Damon Mills. They will apologize for him all day, every fucking day, because they're broken, disgusting people who support sexual assault and do not support the wrong political opinion. These people are fucking garbage people and should be shot in the street.
Where's
for
the
what
pot?
they talk
100%
about.
agree.
Them 100%.
Oh, is that the messages where that I think Flash was quote tweeting earlier that this guy's referencing?
Yeah, I don't know if those are different messages, but yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what he's referring to. That's what I'm asking. That's fucking wild. Now, what is it? Funimation conducted an investigation over the hugs. I guess they're not Funimation anymore. I don't know, but like I don't know what kind of investigation.
Crunchyroll now.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Crunchyroll has learned from the mistakes of Funimation and will not be making posts on the internet.
Yeah.
See, like I always hate when people do this shit.
What?
They complain and
What? Like, what are you talking about?
I was gonna try to make bitch, but
I don't believe you.
You're gonna make peace.
I was totally gonna make peace.
Make
I was
peace.
gonna say nice things and nice words because I'm a nice guy.
Don't believe you. I
Yeah,
don't
so-
believe you.
Yeah. So, anyways, the man withdrew the allegation. It's unfortunate, but it's on them to actually come forward. I guess this person saying, and someone sent me this. They're like, even this person's calling it, and I'm going like,
I don't know who that is.
No, who is that? I don't know who this is
I
either.
don't know. I don't know.
This person said
What's it
this
like
thing. Look at
It's LJ Montello.
Oh shit! There you go.
I don't know
I
if
see
that's
it.
the real one though. Is that a real
Yeah.
one or a different one?
I don't know, but it's interesting. It is.
Forgot about Montello. She was fucking crazy.
Uh-huh.
Wasn't she the one that said that she had like fucking dreams that Vic was like forcing himself on her or some shit like that?
I
can't remember.
think so. I do.
I don't remember who said that. I don't know if it was Montello because I remember Montello was saying some crazy shit.
Well,
But,
well, I mean, if this is the real Montello, they're flat out saying, giving, just condemning Vic and then giving others a pass isn't a good look. I mean, the good look, bad look thing, I don't really care. It's just like be consistent, right?
Well, I'm like, at least conduct an investigation. Fuck, like,
Yeah, right. Like
you made a public statement for less,
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. I think that a lot of the Vic stuff, it was just personal. Like they want to like say that it was real. I think that a lot of the driving force behind it and the rush to Judgment is because it was. I really don't think that they like the guy. I think that they.
Well, there's another one though too that really like no one talked about and still doesn't talk about. It was like the one dude who was going around in like Discords and like accidentally like sending dick pics to minors and like saying all this like creepy shit. And then yeah, no, nothing. I think
Sorry.
he was like I think it was what?
Let me just get this tip from Funimation. Funimation sent a tip. We are happy to announce our new foray into hentai. First up, our English dub list is Boku no Pico.
God. Is that even on Crunchyroll?
Look, let's just not talk about it.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, it's like, is that even there? Is that
They wouldn't do it. I don't think so anyway.
I wouldn't think. I don't think.
Okay, so I thought this was funny. Fucking Kyle Rittenhouse is calling out people for the fucking Jussie Smollett shit.
Oh?
Huh?
Yeah. The media called me a white supremacist from the start and instantly called Jussie Smollett innocent. I'm thankful our justice system in America doesn't work like the dishonest media, who refuse to get the answers before declaring the innocent guilty and the guilty innocent. I'm sure he is just like having the time of his life right now. And it is funny. It is funny.
That's a good statement. Yeah, I liked it.
The Babylon Bee article. Parole. Jussie Smollett will be forced to share a jail cell with his attacker. Which, I mean, like, I get that they're just, like, classy. They're worth it. They're totally worth it.
Oh, I got it. I figured it out. I get it.
You did. Okay. Now this is probably this woman is just fucking awful.
And he has owed an apology because he's getting dragged through this.
But
and
my
that
thing is,
also unfair.
why aren't they bringing charges against the two brothers?
Well, I think
why aren't they bringing charges against all the white people that call the cops for BS every single day?
Then there's that too.
Guys.
Huh?
Hey, Kayla, did you hear that?
No.
Okay. She was saying that someone was asking, why aren't they bringing charges against the two brothers? The two brothers that, Jussie paid to beat him up. And this bitch goes, why aren't they bringing charges against the white people who call the police for bullshit charges every single day? And I'm like, you motherfucker. Like, you like you,
I'm confused by the statement.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that?
So like she's upset that Jussie Smollett is being arrested and has to go to jail for 150 days. And her argument is that white people call the police for bullshit reasons, and because of that, they should also be arrested and charged for wasting the police's time.
But how is that comparable? Like,
because that's all Jussie did. Shut up.
No, I was like, dude,
shut up. That's all he did.
It's a big race war.
Jesse Smollett?
Jesse is
he's an actor on Empire. He's an actor on Empire. He almost started a big race war because he was upset about not getting paid more.
Yep.
Oh, that guy still? Oh.
Yeah, that guy. That's who she's upset about. But she's gonna say something fucking heinous here.
The whole issue. Every single day.
All the white people in the crowd.
The only thing I just want to avoid is that this has to be laid to rest, because we cannot put a culture out there where it becomes harder for us to believe victims that this has really happened to.
I'm
We
telling
can't
you,
make
it's
it
not
something
about
we
him.
side-eye with.
Yeah, so the one lady there, the most honest take is that you don't want people to sit there and think that other stories are bullshit because of what he did, and they're just gonna completely disagree, and I'm gonna fucking love it because someone's gonna call his actions noble.
When that
It's not about, I'm telling y'all, Chicago politics is ruthless, okay? And I'm telling you, this is more about Kim Fox and that situation than Jussie. They're just using Jussie as a scare. Come on, y'all. It was no victims. They can't really prove it. Thank you. Everything was jumped.
You know what I fucking loved about that, right? Because she is somewhat right. Chicago politics are Chicago politics. But also not really, right? The Kim Fox thing. Yeah, he's getting fucking crucified for it, sure. But the reason why Kim Fox got taken out was because of Jussie Smollett, right? Like, she got destroyed because she tried to bury what Jussie had done, because Jussie was a friend of hers. So, like, I hate how fucking dishonest these people are, right? Like, just so blatantly fucking dishonest. Like, you just not a care in the fucking world. It's actually interesting, right? Like, this is something that it doesn't even take that much time to look up and verify for yourself. But they don't care because they know their audience is just gonna clap like fucking seals and not question anything that was just said. Very interesting. I wish one day to cultivate an audience that loyal so I can go to war with others and destroy them. Right?
What the fuck?
You want a bunch of simps?
I want a bunch of loyal pawns.
Yeah, simps.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Cult.
Or
Pro
cult,
wants
or
simp.
cult. No, cult works too.
Cult
Because, look,
too.
Yeah. Okay, we can form a cult, everybody. You just gotta listen to
Why?
everything I say,
Oh my god.
so I can use them. Okay.
was a
Whatever.
hoax. Even if it was a hoax, this is really happening
What's this
all the
trippy
time.
shit?
And even if it was a hoax for the sake of bringing attention to this, then I'm like, that's low-key noble. Like,
Okay, so Ori, you heard that, right?
No, I did not.
She said that even if it was a hoax, it's low-key noble.
I don't know, dude. I don't like the argument of like, oh well, he meant well while he was doing this crazy thing. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that shit is good enough for like something that like almost started a big race war for nothing.
Well, that's the thing. The other lady was going like, there are no victims and you can't even prove it. Both are false. There were plenty of victims, right? Like, the guy almost ignited a fucking race war, right? Like, you want to like sit there and fucking deny it. That's bullshit. You had a popular black and gay actor who was beaten up in the streets by Donald Trump supporters, right? Shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck. There are no victims. You know what was happening there. Everybody was feeding into it. There was massive amounts of hatred. And it was all because this guy wanted to just get a little bit of extra money in his pocket. Like, it's disgusting. Like,
Well,
the idea...
Didn't he put a noose on his own head or some shit like that? Or he made them put a noose on his head?
He did.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
And
like,
look,
if
here's
you
the
don't...
thing. It'd be one thing if he was... It'd be one thing if he was actually, like, repentant. Like, even if he didn't mean it. It would be one thing if he admitted that he did it and just, you know, actually seeked forgiveness. You know, threw himself on everyone's mercy. Then I'd be like, oh, okay. I could see why people are actually arguing not to give him, you know, jail time for what he did. But, like, dude, he fucking, like, he's just so fucking brazen. He's so fucking brazen. No, I'm innocent. I didn't do it. If I did it, that means I shoved my fist up the ass of every fucking black dude I've ever met. Like,
what?
Yeah, fucking Christ. Like, I don't know. He went on some weird
Pro
fucking rant.
fists people.
What? No, Jesse does. My point is, like, he went on this, like, brazen fucking lie. He continues to lie. That one bitch going, oh, they can't even prove it. That's so dishonest. This motherfucker wrote a fucking check to his attackers. Shut up. They have him on camera rehearsing the attack. Shut up. They can't fucking prove it. Like, it just so
there was a dress
brazen.
rehearsal? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
there's production value. I approve of this. It's just going to be a great movie, Crow. That's all this is. It's like one step to a great movie.
They were caught on street cameras. You know, like, Jesse was directing them on what to do. And this was the day before the attack, I believe. So, like, they caught it all on the street camera. You know,
were his attackers white?
No, they were Nigerians.
Oh.
Yes.
Did they say white power when they were beating him up?
They said,
Did Jesse tell them what to say? Did he give him permission to say the N-word?
They said this is MAGA country, and then they called them the F-slur. And I think probably said the N-word, but they put a little noosey rope around his neck. And someone was like, and he kept the sandwich with him the entire time.
Wait, how do you get that? Wait, so I only heard about it. I never saw the video. So how do you get out of that then? Like, if they were like putting a noose around his neck, how do you get out of it? How do you say you got out of it?
They got tired of beating him up and they left him there and they walked out.
Okay, let's go, friend. We're just gonna leave this guy here. Yep, that's it. We're done.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened. Jesse tried to fight them off. You know, he don't want to look like a total pussy.
I gave him a good old right hook and I spooked him.
God damn.
Like, I'm at my wit's end about us centering situations like this and wanting to make people have to pay. And it's like, Emmett Till's accuser.
All right, I'm not even going to do it. I'm not even going to get into the rest of this shit.
They bring up Emmett Till.
There's accusers now? What?
She's bringing up Emmett Till to try to justify that Jussie Smollett shouldn't have to pay any sort of penalty for the shit that he did because it was low-key noble. This woman is just absolutely psychotic and insane.
Dude, fucking Emmett Till was actually, like, beaten and killed.
Yeah.
What is, like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a fucking hoax for a ploy to get money. It wasn't a scam. Like, they fucking killed him.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. We're being honest about the situation. She doesn't give a shit. Anyways, I thought this was a pleasant story for everyone to hear.
Father who beat man to death for raping of his 5-year-old daughter faces no charges in Texas, right or wrong?
Right.
Is that Colonel Sanders?
Colonel Sanders beat the shit out of a man that assaulted his 5-year-old daughter.
Yeah, he beat him to death for raping his 5-year-old daughter.
Was it Ronald?
No, I have no idea who this is.
Kayla, hold on, really quick. Yeah. Right or wrong?
Yes.
A man beats another man to death because that man raped his 5-year-old daughter. Right or wrong?
Yeah, I'd probably be right.
Okay. So he's not gonna
Did you
face
think I was gonna say otherwise?
I wanted to be sure. I don't know. More Ukraine.
I mean, I think that's usually like I think that's actually been excused before, where it's like something like that happened because it's like just full of rage.
I mean, like it has sort of, but like at the same time, like I don't know. I wouldn't fucking say either or, but like I get it. So like I'd be like internally like yes, but then I'm like I don't know. I gotta throw my fucking 2 cents out there and shit.
Oh shit! It's 1 a.m. Oh guys, I gotta wrap up the stream. I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight. We didn't even get into all the topics, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's skipped, but here's what it is.
It is what it is. But I'm gonna just play this.
Oh no!
What? It's funny.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since I transformed into a Ukraine guy, and gotta say that I'm loving my new personality. Will you guys denounce Russia? Oh, you're still telling people to stay at home and get vaccinated? Oh, no, it's cool. I mean, yeah, whatever works for you, dude. Ukraine for life. Well, you know what I mean, for a couple weeks till we get the next one. This is Putin. I'd just sort of give him one of these, maybe one of these. I was a big Palestine guy. I was a big Afghanistan guy. What's going on there now? Yeah, actually, pretty good question. I haven't really checked in on it. Are they still doing the whole being a country thing? Oh, look, it's Putin's home. You either want America to get in there and start mucking things up, or you love Putin